clear. Let's go. Don't you got Super Dave, Coach Kirk, and Todd, the Magnificent. You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio, where the world of hip hop and sports live.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. We are live. Today is Monday, May the 12th. It is Super Dave along with Coach Kirk, Serge the Sports Star,
What's happening?
Slick the Relic,
The living fossil.
Todd the Magnificent. Welcome back.
in the building. Yes, sir.
G Money in the house. Welcome back. All right. It's good. We got a lot of things to get off our chest in the world of sports. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the
mothers.
lovely
Yes,
ladies.
Yes, happy
All the
Mother's Day,
lovely
everyone.
moms
Right.
out
Yes.
there in the world. Yes, it was a beautiful day. You're
Yes, it was.
surely blessed. All right. So let's get it cracking, y'all. Let's get it cracking. Got a lot of NBA stuff to talk about, and a lot of NBA stuff to talk about, and a lot of NBA stuff to talk about. All right.
No baseball?
For sure, the Mets and Yankees won.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Very good.
What's
Yeah.
wrong's killing them?
Aaron
Judge
Judge.
is killing these guys right
Shoot,
now.
Schwarber too.
Yeah,
Schwarber
the
got
guy in
14 home runs,
Philadelphia, right?
Yeah,
I
but
saw that.
Schwarber's not batting 409 and got 59 RBIs.
I'll give you that.
49.
Aaron Judge is killing.
Yeah,
them.
he's killing them.
He's
he's
going to win
killing
a
them.
triple crown the way he going.
He's killing them.
And you know they're gonna start. If he continues that, they're gonna start talking about 400 hitters.
You ain't giving no 4.
Yeah,
I'm
they
just
talking
saying.
about it already.
Ain't gonna be a 400 hit again.
They talking
Just
about it
saying.
now. He's doing
It's
409.
early right now.
But
It's early.
it ain't gonna matter because he's gonna do all that, and then the playoffs come, and if he don't do nothing, it's gonna be playoff
Exactly,
Judge
A-Rod.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So he better
Even
better
A-Rod
say-
had a good
he
series
better
one
say
time,
some of that. He better say
He
some of
can't-
that for the playoffs.
He can't keep going like that. One of these players.
He
here-
got to
Who they
eventually,
playing
but
tonight? Seattle, right?
yeah, Seattle.
I think he
Yeah.
can go 4 for 4.
He went 4
He
for
been
5
doing
yesterday.
it.
Yeah.
He been doing it.
Well,
He went
Sure.
4 for 5
He's
yesterday.
knocking that
But
ball.
he keep hitting it. They're gonna stop pitching to him.
okay. I mean,
Well,
Get
they
up
really
there.
can't because Goldschmidt and Bellinger's starting to hit now. So
Bellinger's starting to hit?
Yeah,
Get up there
and
and make
Goldschmidt's
a name for
batting
yourself.
350.
strike him
So-
out.
You can't really pitch around him no more.
I
Sure.
thought Goldsmith
That's-
was on his way out.
No,
Nah,
that's-
he's
that's-
rejuvenated.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. The supporting cast, Judge
That's
is
where
the
it counts.
star, and the other guys get their backs popping. They're gonna be all right.
Wasn't your guys leery about those guys coming in?
What I said
Uh-oh.
a couple of times is the supporting cast. If their backs could work, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
That's what I
You
said.
can't depend on one guy. You can't do that.
I mean, it's good, but you know,
You have to start
good.
recording these conversations.
Even Dominguez is
It's
starting to hit a
on
little
tape.
bit.
What you
I'll just start
what you
recording.
say, Kyle? You got to start taping
Stop
it?
recording these
All you gotta do-
conversations.
All you gotta do is go.
Because I
go
remember
to the
when they
page.
signed those guys, y'all was like,
Well, they didn't know because the last couple of years they didn't have good years.
Well,
That's
they
why.
didn't.
it's
That's
Goldschmidt
Nate,
didn't.
I
Bellinger
said
was good with the Cubs.
Right.
With the
saying
Cubs, the year before that, he
the
wasn't.
most important part was for them guys to be supporting around this dude.
What you got to do,
Yeah,
Kurt,
I'm doing the show. I'm inside. You wanna come down?
what you got to do, Kurt, is mark down the date
All
of
right,
this
come
video,
down, sit.
Right.
and then go
Because
through
I know we record the shows. and
Right.
shit. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do that.
because
You gotta come
I
to
know
the front.
certain dates
Yeah,
for
come down,
my stuff. I got my ammunition.
That's T.
Yes, Derek.
Okay. But it's good to see both New York teams doing well.
Oh yeah.
So it's it's livening up the city, and everything like that. That's a good thing.
Subway Series this weekend.
This weekend in Yankee Stadium.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
What's
Okay.
the date for the
The Mets one.
Mets?
July 6th. It's a Sunday.
Okay, that's the only thing that counts.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's
What's
good?
up, man? What's going on?
Come on in. Come
What's
on
up,
in.
brother?
Peace, bro.
How you go?
All right.
But I'll be right back. I got
All right.
one call.
Okay.
Have a seat.
All right.
You in
park
the lot?
back.
You in the
I'm,
parking
no,
lot?
I'm in the back, but
All right.
This dude is so tight, man.
All right.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. No problem. So,
What's your name, brother?
Ken.
Ken's in
All
the
right.
house. Okay.
All
All right, nice to meet you,
Nice
brother.
to meet you, bro.
Yes,
Old
sir.
school from back in the days, Crown Heights.
all right.
Oh,
all
shucks.
right,
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Florida.
All right. Cool.
You got on the right hat.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Don't listen to him, man. Don't listen to him.
Yes, you do. New York.
That's it,
All
man.
right. So,
Yeah.
so now we just. Well, I'm so. we
Mets
got
rule.
guests.
Mets rule.
Come up the
Mets
Mets.
rule the hit. Mets rule New York.
Well, that's your moment to shine. Talk
Actually, it's
about
the Knicks ruling
So-
right now.
it. So talk about your Mets.
Okay, the Mets are first place. They got the second or third best record in the National
They
League.
might have the best right now.
I think the Dodgers are ahead of them. I think
The best what?
record in the National League.
It's 26 and 15. Yeah, 27-14. Yeah, they second.
Actually, the best record in the major leagues. Because
Second best, yeah.
it was the Dodgers, then the Mets, and then
Yeah.
San Diego.
Yeah.
And okay. So they doing well.
And
Pitching
actually, the
pitching
Tigers-
has
The
surprised me.
Tigers got the same record as the Mets.
I'm shocked with the
26 and
Tigers are
15.
doing. Yeah. But
Same exact record.
the pitching has been pleasantly surprised because I didn't think the pitching was going to be that well. Especially they had two starters out from the beginning of the season, and so it's been pretty good. And
Next
what's his name
man
is
up.
starting to hit now.
Soto.
He's starting to hit.
Yeah. He's had a few home runs.
It's a long season, man.
Yeah, it is.
Come on,
Baseball,
man.
yeah, baseball's an
Well,
event.
yeah,
You got,
but
you got
we
time to
keep
start off
saying-
slow, and you could always catch up and get hot again,
Mhm.
or you could be hot and then all of a sudden get cold and
Right.
get. The season's long, bro.
But we keep saying the season's long, it gets short real quick.
Okay.
It gets
Oh,
short.
it'll be August. It'll be August in no time.
It's already a quarter way through.
Ken, you a Knicks fan? There you go,
All right.
brother. Right. So you came back on the right side now. So you had me there with the Yankees, but now you came back on the right side. Damn.
All right. So
No comment, Mongo?
You ain't got nothing to say, man.
Ain't
Ain't nobody thinking about.
We ain't get there yet.
anyway,
We
so
ain't get there.
like
yeah,
let's stay
I'm glad you-
focused. The draft is tonight, 7:00.
Okay.
Who are the teams in the draft? Let's run that.
I did some little homework, but you go
Okay,
ahead.
cool.
Yeah, y'all go ahead, man. I got some of the
Well,
picks.
Nets is in the lottery.
Well, the homework, the drafts are
You
tonight.
took
The
your
NBA
dollar pills
draft.
today, right?
All the teams that didn't make the playoffs, plus
Yeah, 14 teams.
It's
So you might-
14
You might
teams.
need to
Yeah.
take a little extra one. I don't
It's
want you yelling.
14. The bottom 14 are all lottery eligible.
So bottom four is Washington is one, Charlotte is another,
Utah.
Utah. So they get more balls.
Right.
Right.
is New Orleans in that four?
Yeah, I think New
Yeah.
Orleans is in the fourth pick.
Y'all not in there, man?
We
Oh, they in.
6.
Come on.
Oh, y'all wanted to win some games. That's what it was.
I know.
Yeah, y'all wanted to win some
we
games.
messed
That's what it
up.
was.
We messed up. I'm not gonna,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna,
yeah,
Mongo didn't think so, but I think we
No,
messed up.
Mongo predicted it. Remember that.
You predicted.
Yeah. You did.
Exactly.
You predicted that the Nets were gonna be stupid, and you was absolutely
I
right.
said, I don't know.
Because
I said, I'm
we
not
played
sure.
hard and we won games we had no business winning.
That's right.
And then we lost a lot of games that we could have won. Thank God we didn't, because as
'Cause
hard
they
as we
sat-
played, the talent ain't there.
Because they sat that dude,
No.
What dude is that? What dude?
Cam Thomas.
Yeah, here we go.
You the only person that know him. Only
You
the
knew
only
who I
one.
was talking
You
about.
the only one that know him.
You know who Cam
Nobody,
is.
nobody else talks about him but you.
He just told you who he is.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
He's a nut. That's what he is. He's a nut.
Anyway,
He's just like what you call him on the Nuggets.
Oh yeah.
All he wanted to do, yo, that guy.
Shoot jump
Porter.
shots.
Porter
Yeah,
ain't
Michael
never
Porter.
seen a pass in his life.
Yeah,
If you
right
give him the
about
ball,
that.
it's stuck in his head. All he got to do is just do that
Cam's
with
not
it.
a chuck.
He probably
Yo.
averaged about 0.1
Yo.
assists.
Cam averaging about 4.
Every time he
Yeah.
touched the ball, he
He
shoots.
putting it up.
Every time.
I know I ain't getting it back,
Yeah.
so let me shoot it.
Anyway,
Yeah, anyway, ain't nobody listening to you. So you keep saying
Like
he
I-
averaged 4 assists a game.
yeah,
Nobody
he
cares.
averaged 4.
And he averaged 4 turnovers and he averaged 50
Okay.
points scored on
Okay,
him
when
because
they
he plays no
when they
defense.
get the right
But you love him.
when they get the right point guard, hopefully in this draft,
I hope, and they trade him and some draft picks for somebody that could
If
play.
when we get
and we
Giannis,
good.
And he-
And,
if
and
he-
he's off the team, and I'm
Right.
fine with
If
it.
he's
get
the
Giannis-
if he's the guy you counting on to bring you over the top, I feel sorry for
Oh
you.
my
bro.
God.
All right, so not that we
Oh.
need to mix this up, but so this is the way it works. Giannis persons are home in New York, they say.
Yeah, he did.
And usually when people their season's over, they go overseas, they go on vacation, but Giannis vacation here.
Yeah.
So
It's a
The
cool. You trying to say?
concept is that he's either coming to the Knicks or the Nets.
He wants to say Nick so bad.
I don't want to say. I don't know who it is. So
No, he going down the road to Philly. Don't worry.
He could do that.
They
too.
got a lot of teams that's looking at him. It
Right.
depends. It
And he
depends.
can have 5 homes.
The thing
Right,
about
that's
it,
the
right?
thing. They
The
say
thing-
he brought that home, but that home is a mansion
Yeah.
out in the Hamptons
Yeah.
that he could use in the summertime.
Right.
That's not a home.
The
That-
thing-
that's the summer home.
residence
Right.
That's
The
not his
thing.
residence.
Right.
The thing
that don't have
is,
to be his residence.
whoever
You could buy a big condo anywhere you play at.
whoever gives Milwaukee the best package is where he's gonna go.
Right.
Because they're not gonna give him away without getting the best.
But he
Right.
also
Not-
wants to go to a team that got a
not
chance
unless-
to win,
Not unless the
which is
NBA
not
turn,
Brooklyn.
turn their wrist and say Milwaukee, send him to LA.
I get that
like
too.
we did Doncic.
But
Right.
guess what? You're not a free agent.
Right.
For you to do that, you have to be a free agent to go where you want to go.
Right.
They don't have to do that.
No,
Yeah,
they
that's
don't
true,
have
too.
to. They don't
They don't have to do
They
that.
don't have
Right.
to, but
That's the key to it.
they
don't have to.
they going to because of the fact that they don't want to look like they for other players to come there and they're gonna not work with you.
No, I
You
get
got
that,
to
but
look
my
at the whole
thing,
big
yeah,
picture.
but
It's
my
not
thing
just
is, I'm not
Giannis.
gonna give them away and don't get. If I got a better package from another team that's
Right.
gonna help me out when you leave, what am I gonna worry about?
You know what?
Worry
Right.
about you,
And when
you
I
being
hear that,
happy, or about
and
what
when
we
I
get
hear
back.
that, all I keep thinking is LA got Doncic and nobody else in the league had a chance to even go get him. So there's
Well,
no
that was
telling
under
what
the
could
cover.
happen.
That was under the
That's what
that
I'm
was
saying.
under the cover
And like
stuff.
my man Mungo always
Right.
says, you don't know what's gonna happen. They might
Right.
go under the cover again.
Yeah, you never know.
Remember Deion Rose?
Yeah.
what about Leon? Do you think Leon is a genius?
He's a magician.
Yeah, he's a magician for them, man. He give them all these.
He
picks
gave
and
all the draft picks to the Knicks
gave him
for
like what,
Mikal
4,
Bridges.
5
Five.
picks.
Y'all don't even have
No,
draft
no,
picks
no.
left.
All of them
That's
wasn't first round picks though.
I believe they were.
Yeah, they were.
Yes, they
All of them
were.
were.
All of them.
I don't think
I
so.
think one was
Most-
second
I don't
round.
think all of
No,
them.
four. I know at least four.
Four.
That's
Four
still,
different
that's still
years,
too
right.
much.
Well, it's got to be different years because you don't.
Right.
own
You
them.
can't do
Yeah.
consecutive
Right.
years
It's
like a
different
dumbass.
years.
What they gave for him was too much. He is not that guy to give up
Well,
5
Lakers-
picks.
The Lakers,
I'm high
the
draft
Lakers
picks
and the
on.
Bucks didn't give away the consecutive years. What they did was swap the years that
Picks.
they do have,
Right.
Right.
where they
right,
could swap it with, because you can't not give it away outright. You can
Right.
swap
right.
your pick with another team and you still have their pick for the
Okay.
first round because you consecutive years you're not allowed to give
No,
away.
you're
That's
not
why
allowed
they
to.
in the trouble.
But they
they're
got
in, 'cause they don't-
26,
I think that was
28,
the Knick rule.
30.
Right,
Right. 26, 28, 30 is what the Lakers have.
right.
So Luka is a free agent
No.
after this year?
No. No.
Or
He has a we call it
Option?
Option?
option year.
Okay.
Him and Austin.
Well, he's going to
Reeves.
be in his last year of his contract next year.
Right.
Right.
Him and Austin Reeves.
Yeah,
LeBron
next season,
is
I should
free.
say.
Right. And LeBron.
He's an
has-
option. He
he's
has
an
an
option
option.
year too.
He has an option.
This year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
coming
Yeah,
up.
so he got to opt in. Keep it simple. So, like realistically, I mean, we're not gonna waste too much time on Giannis because it's premature. You know, like, but what they were saying is, if he so desired to want to go to a particular team, that they would work with him, so he can make that happen. So it would be incumbent on that team if you're going to give up your assets in order to
Right.
go to that
Right.
desired.
Both parties
destination.
got to be happy.
Right.
Right.
It ain't going to be one sided.
Well, I was looking at like Utah has 2 number 1s, 2 number 2s. Washington got 2 number 1s.
You don't want to go there.
Yeah, but you know those teams. You ain't going.
You
Yeah,
got
they
100
not
number.
going.
You
Y'all
got
have y'all
100
got
number
what
ones.
4
You don't
number
wanna
1s
go
this year,
Right.
and
I think Utah's the closest to
and
us.
the number 2. San Antonio got 2 number 1s.
OKC, what they have?
They have somebody's pick. I think they can
have-
switch with somebody.
They got a lot of stock.
Right. But they have one of those picks like if you don't get it this year, I'll get it next year. They got
Right.
it. Yeah, they
It's
got
a
it like that.
Swing pick.
The Knicks have just 1 number 2. They don't have a first round pick this year.
I
They're
think
going to have to give up bodies. You would say buy
They
the
had no choice
OG.
but to give up bodies.
Yeah.
You probably could say buy the OG. You could probably say buy the
Well,
the guy we gave the 5. I always can't never forget
Bridges?
his name. Bridges
Right.
and somebody else. It'll probably take 3 of them players to be gone to get him.
really?
Who?
Towns ain't going no way. He make
You're gonna
big
keep
money
Towns.
too because he's
Nah,
making
you-
about 50 million.
That's the
Said.
point. You want Giannis there. You got to
Yeah.
keep Towns to bring Giannis in. It'll help Towns. It'll help him
All
a
right.
lot.
On the check-in, Eric Wilcox Delane Brunson, Scotty Scott, Anthony Irby. Everybody, shout out to everybody paying attention, watching. Again, the draft is 7:00. Any predictions from anybody where Cooper Flag might wind up beside Mongo in Brooklyn?
Whoever get the number one pick gonna pick him. I mean, yeah.
That's what I'm.
It's just
it all falls on
Right.
the balls.
Where
Shout
it
out
go?
to my boy John Magic Forbes watching. Magic.
I know where I don't want to see him go is to the 76ers.
Exactly.
Because if they get him,
They get a chance.
they're gonna be good again.
And
You got a healthy
that just
Embiid.
shows
You put Cooper Flag with Tyrese Maxey, that kid Jared McLean. You trade George because now you don't need Paul George. You could trade him for a bag of balls and whatever, new uniforms, and you be back in contention again.
Yeah, you can. But I tell you this.
You stepping on Greg's toes.
he happy for that. He wants
No, I got some. I don't think Embiid ever be healthy again.
I don't think so either.
Well,
Yeah, but he don't have to be 100%.
No.
If you could get Flag and Maxey and that kid McLean together, he don't need.
No,
to
they
be
have a good
100%.
decent
He
team,
could be
but
75% and still be
I-
more efficient than
I
most
ju- I
centers.
just
in the
he
said-
league.
played 41 games.
Right.
That's it.
yeah, he's not gonna
Right.
play. I don't think
You can
you'll ever
load
see
manage him.
Embiid the way he
Yeah.
was before. I don't think you'll
Nah,
ever
that's
see
never going
You
to
can
happen.
load manage
that. I
him.
don't think
You
you'll
have
ever.
spurts of that, though.
Yeah.
You can have spurts of that.
And if they smart, they keep that French kid, Yazubi or whatever.
He's
his
a
name
free
is.
agent. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a free agent, but he's a player. And he could back up. He could get 20, 25 minutes and let Embiid play the other 25 minutes or whatever. They split
Right.
the time.
Right.
You don't need Embiid to be a full-time player,
So I don't know.
especially if you get
You
flagged.
just need him healthy in the playoffs.
I don't know if I need to direct this to Greg. Did they let go of Nick Nurse yet? Or he's still there?
He ain't going nowhere. He's
Didn't he
there.
just get
Coach?
there?
Well, I mean, sometimes.
Yeah, but
You know,
they
I mean, they
they
had
tanked on
injuries and
purpose,
they
right? And they tanked on
self-imposed.
purpose. They
But
did
then
what the Nets
you-
should have
yeah,
did.
you
They
gotta-
was much smarter than us.
You got to think about it too. And these coaches, you got to figure out
Yeah, something
before
like
you
that.
let a
It's
coach
true.
go, you got to have an idea who you bringing in place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just can't let a guy go to let him go, and you ain't got nobody to come in. You know,
Mongo, let me ask you this question: would you bring back Ben Simmons?
Come on, man.
You didn't answer the question though.
Did you hear the rumor that Ben Simmons think about joining the Celtics?
The Celtics.
The
Really?
Celtics.
I want a drafted point.
they'd be a dangerous team if he go on that team. If he comes back and he plays.
Right. He could fit into
Yeah,
that
yes,
team.
because with
He
his
could
defense
fit
and that, and he
team.
passes.
Yeah,
the
but
ball.
then you slouch
Sure.
off of him because you know he's not taking
Right,
no
he
three
don't have
point.
to. He don't have to. You don't have to.
Well, you don't have to
he
put
don't
him in
have
the
to
whole
shoot the
game.
ball. With that team,
Right.
he doesn't need to score with that team.
Hmm.
They got enough
And he's
scoring.
not getting 40 minutes.
He gonna
Right.
get-
He's
he
not
gonna
going
get
to be
you-
playing starter minutes.
No,
No,
Right.
but he gonna
right.
get you rebounds and he gonna throw
And
assists
defense, right.
He's not
and
going to
he
be a
gets
six
defense.
man. He's going to be a 7th or 8th guy off the bench.
If he goes there, that'll be something.
It
That'd
wouldn't
be good
hurt
for
them.
him.
It wouldn't hurt them.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't hurt them at all. No,
You see, I didn't mean to cut you. You see those the Mitchell Robinson videos.
That's what I was
looking
gonna
like
bring
Ben
up.
Simmons.
Well, let's
Nah,
talk
is it-
about-
no,
Yeah.
not even
Let's
that.
talk about
The
that.
summer.
He
Did you
was
see
hitting
what
the
he said?
basket.
No,
Free throws?
Yeah, I saw that.
no, you didn't see what he said today.
Yes, I
What he
saw
said?
that.
Oh, that's what I'm talking
He
about.
He said, I
said,
didn't
he
hear.
He said he don't-
his truck was important to
Right.
him. His
His daughter
daughter
and the team. But he,
Mitchell
Mitchell
Robinson.
Robinson,
and
he
his
said he
son
don't
daughter?
care about.
Yeah.
He don't
said
care
Trump,
about what the
the
announcers,
NBA,
the
his
TV
team.
people, the newspaper people talking about him, what they saying about him. He said, I don't care about that. I care about my truck, my daughter, and my team.
That's it.
All that other stuff y'all want to talk about. Then they came out
Yeah.
with that tape.
Right.
With him.
They show him video. He
No,
over there
he
doing this,
rocking it
pulling up
between
from
his legs.
three. I'm looking
Yo, the
like,
rim's
okay.
about this big. Get out of here. Wherever he was playing at, I don't know, but you never, whatever he was doing in that video, you never see him do that in the game.
Nope.
You never see him
Never.
do that.
He
in the
looked
game.
like he about to fall down every
Yeah.
time he walked.
And,
You know.
and that go back to the historic Ben Simmons
Same
shooting
thing.
3-pointer
Same thing.
with a different T-shirt
It
on.
was
They
right.
photoshopped it
Right.
for the same
Right.
video.
It was one of those videos, sir.
Yeah,
If you see
I
the
can
yeah, it
imagine.
was the same
I
thing.
can imagine.
And it's never, most of the time, it's never like a Steph Curry video where it's just one video.
Right.
Right.
No.
It's him making a three, then it's cut, him making another three.
Right.
He done missed the other 10.
Nah, this guy was putting it between his legs, rocking like I'm like, you never see him do that. You never see him.
Did
do
they
that.
show him shooting free throws? No.
You
My
can't
God.
be pulling
He
up
shot
making
one the
threes and
other
you
day
can't
that
make
they
a
didn't
free
hit the
throw.
net.
That don't make no
Right,
kind of
right.
sense, man.
He shot.
Shooting
So a
air
free
balls.
throw that did not
Barely
No,
hit
right.
the rim.
No,
So
they
we,
hit the net.
we a little,
didn't hit the net, let
a
alone
little
the rim.
conflicted. He's shooting 7 for 23,
Mm.
which is about 30%. They said.
That's
So
30, yeah.
yeah,
From
Right.
the free throw
And-
line.
Yeah.
on the free
And
throw.
the, you
So
know,
why don't they play hacker Shaq like they did with
They do play hacker.
Well, they doing
Hack-
that with
Hacker Mitch.
Yeah.
That's what they
No,
call
they
it.
doing that.
They need
Yeah, Hacker
to.
Mitch.
They
That's what
doing
do.
that.
But he don't be in the game long enough.
Yeah, but they do get him.
Yeah, thank you.
They do get him though.
You can't blame them.
And then I heard the clip. Some of that. Well, if we looked at the same clip, I seen some comments said, "Yeah, this is from 3 years ago." So I'm like, all right, so that makes it worse because he should have been working on his free throw shooting.
Well, I know when he
The
was
free
out,
throws are bad today.
They said you can't. That don't make no sense. You can't. How you shoot air balls at the free
Right.
throw line if you
Right.
knocking down threes? Come on,
Right.
it's crazy.
But you know what?
Ridiculous, man.
Jay Williams was like that.
What
The
Jay
the one that got hurt on the bike, he can make threes, but he couldn't make free throws.
Well, he also can't ride a bike.
Well, that's why he had to retire. But yeah, he can shoot threes, but he couldn't make free throws.
Well, plus that voided his contract too.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
he wasn't supposed
Yeah,
to
he
ride.
wasn't
He
supposed to
ride
be
the
on
bike.
yeah, yeah.
And didn't he go to Duke? Supposed to be a small
Yeah, he went
school.
to Duke. Yeah.
That was dumb what he did.
Yeah.
I don't know why you make
Money-
a league and you
money
wanna
make
buy
you
a-
dumb
and you want to
sometime,
buy a
man.
motorcycle.
Money
Okay.
make you dumb sometimes.
I had a question I wanted to ask all of y'all before we even started this NBA conversation. It's the NBA, but it's the
Alright.
playoffs. In your opinion, have these playoffs been as bad as I think they are?
They
Yeah,
are
they
bad.
bad.
They are
They
bad.
bad.
They are
They've
I
bad.
mean,
been a
you
lot
see,
more
you see
blowouts.
more 40-point blowouts.
Right.
You see more bad shooting.
Yep.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna blame defense because these guys are taking wide open shots and
Yeah.
missing.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
bad.
they're bad.
Jokic went 0 for 11 from 3 points the
Yeah.
other night. They
The-
won the game, but he was
Bad.
0 for 11.
He had the last
The-
two games
the
he had
Yeah,
bad.
he
Celtics-
ain't been
The Celtics in game 2 or
Oh, my
3
God.
missed 14 shots in a row. And I'm not gonna blame the defense because a lot of them shots was wide open shots out of
Right.
them 14. They
Right.
just was missing. They
Yeah.
shot 25%, which they never do. And they not the only one because the Cavaliers did it.
Right.
All these
Cavaliers
teams.
is in trouble.
Yo, that game last night was horrible.
Oh.
That Cavalier in Indiana. Yo,
And
that
as
was
bad as that
horrible.
game
That
was-
ridiculous.
That was horrible.
I'd rather watch that than watch Golden State and Minnesota play.
Yeah, they horrible.
That's
too.
a terrible.
Yeah,
they are.
either it's a close game
definitely
or it's a
a
blowout.
Yeah, but
It's
it don't
one or the
matter.
other.
Even
Yeah, I
with
know.
stuff,
That's the way it's been.
That's a
Right.
playoff series. I have no interest in.
Your
And I
Golden
like
State's not
Anthony
winning no
Edwards.
game. I don't think they winning any more games.
What
They're
happened?
Not, they
What
might
happened?
Not, but that is horrible. how
No, the
bad
basketball
these
is
guys are
bad.
playing.
These
Right.
playoff basketball is very bad. What happened to Washington Mitchell? That he didn't play the second
Something
half?
was
His ankle.
His
his
ankle.
ankle.
His ankle.
His ankle coming out.
Yeah, he came out there,
Second
showed him. He
half.
tried to shoot,
Right.
and
Right.
he couldn't
Right.
step. Right.
Yeah,
He took a
and
bad
like it
step.
went weak on him.
Right.
Right.
And they
Yeah.
said that was the same injury that he was out for
To
at the end of the
protect him, he
season.
didn't come back.
Right.
Well,
They in trouble.
Not that
This-
it mattered.
this is
Yeah.
they wouldn't have won
That
yesterday
game was
anyway.
over.
But my
Yeah,
thing
that
is,
game- yeah,
He
that
could've
game-
He could have went for 50 and they'd have lost by 20.
but my thing is, this is starting to be a pattern with him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he got
But-
but he got hurt when he was at Utah.
But that's why
It's
that's
becoming a pattern.
Right.
Either you get hurt
Right.
or you're not even showing up.
why. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true,
And then
that's
like, just, even like, okay, he did show up. He's been playing very
Oh, he's
well.
been playing
Oh, he's
well.
averaging
But
40
yes,
points a
been
game.
playing very well, and then you run out of gas at the
Right.
end. You
Right.
can't do that. Yo, you
But that's
can't
not the-
do that.
No.
That's not the first time he's done because he played well with Utah in the
Right,
playoffs.
and he
Right.
run out
Very
of gas,
well.
and at the
Right.
end, he doesn't show up. He
Yeah,
runs out
remember
of
him
gas.
and Murray was going back and
Yeah.
forth at
Right,
each
A
other.
lot of
But-
thing too is well, not with Cleveland because Cleveland got some talent, but on Utah he didn't really have a lot of
Yeah,
help.
No, he didn't.
He was Mitchell and
That's
a
when he
bunch of
first was in the
Right.
league.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that's when he
There
first
was no help there, but
Well-
that's why I text y'all that Donovan Mitchell is going to be on the trading block.
I believe
that.
it.
You think so?
Yeah, I believe it. I believe that Cleveland is going to say, you know what, we got enough talent that if we could trade Mitchell and get any kind of talent back, we could be just as good, if not better, because he's second round and out. He's never passed the second
Yeah,
round his
but-
whole career.
okay. I would get with your point. Only the fact,
He the star.
well, he is the
He is
star.
the star,
And
but
he's
you
been
got-
averaging
you got-
40.
you got
But
guys
what
that
is these
can-
other guys doing? They ain't
Other
doing
than
nothing.
Mobley, other than Mobley.
Well, Garland's been hurt,
Oh, and
Okay, well
Garland,
that
right.
that
Garland
plays a
could be-
big role.
and Mobley, for some reason, they're not using him the right way.
No,
And
they don't
maybe
use
always
him.
been the
maybe
case.
if
They
they
don't
get
use
rid
him
of
right.
Mitchell, they could
What
start
about Jared
using
Allen?
Mobley
He
and
had
Jared
2
Allen.
points
Right.
last night.
They
You
don't
could use these guys.
Well, they were
Use
all
them.
bad last night.
But
They were all
Kenny-
bad.
They was
But
bad.
that's not
the
Kenny's
whole thing got
game
blown
plan.
out early. That went out. Now the other guys ain't been shooting. The other outside guys.
Right, that's the other
Strus
thing.
ain't
That's
been
the
shooting.
That's what I'm
problem.
telling you. These
Right.
guys, the playoffs, these guys are playing terrible. None of them is playing like they did during regular season.
Right.
And I get the fact that the defense is
playoff
supposed
time.
to be playoff better.
Right.
It's a more tighter game, but you can't tell me that a guy who's shooting 40% is going to shoot 20% in
Right.
the playoffs because the defense is that much better.
But then,
Especially when you shooting open shots.
You wide
There ain't no defense.
But
You
then-
wide open.
but
you
then you
missing
got a
shot.
guy shooting
Wide
30,
open.
over 30 shots a
Am
game.
I wrong?
Yeah. Oh, he's
So how
jacking
you
him
gonna?
up.
Yeah, Mitchell's
jacking
shooting
him up.
over 30 shots a game.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
don't help the rest of the guys.
Yo, he got the
If he's
green
shooting
light. You
30
can
shots
see
a
that.
game.
And that's the other thing.
So you taking the rest of the players out the
That's
offense.
the other
Right.
thing.
But
You
then
know?
That's why
I think
I
I told
believe
you
he's
a while
going to be on
ago
trading
that
block. Maybe that's
they
why
don't
he
get
was
the
hurt.
ball to their big
So
men
what's
that
Kenny
much.
doing?
No, they don't. They don't
They
use
don't
them
get
right.
the ball.
What's Kenny doing?
Ain't that your boy?
No,
No, he don't like that.
You said that they take too many threes. That's what you said.
they do.
All teams take too many
No, but
threes.
that's
No,
what
but
you said when he
they
was
all
on the
do.
Nets. That's what
Right.
you said, right?
Right.
They all
But
do.
that's not what they doing. I mean, he's jacking.
But now
He's
jacking
going
them
to the
up.
hole.
Right.
Hard. But-
He's doing the right thing to go to the hole.
I'm talking about Mitchell.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
He's
right.
doing the right thing to go to the hole. When the first game or the second game when
Right.
they was struggling,
Mhm.
he started taking it to the basket.
I
'cause
get
he
that
listened.
part.
But
Yeah, but
even-
also
even-
in the game, they had some. They couldn't get the ball in bounce a couple of times.
Right.
That was
They
horrible.
turned the
Game
ball
two.
over.
Right.
a couple
Game
of
two.
times.
Two.
Right.
That was horrible.
And they're not the only one.
That was the
They-
turning point.
That was horrible.
How many games have turned on a play where a guy loses the ball out of bounds?
Okay, so
Right.
game one.
Right. There's been a bunch of them.
Right.
So
The Indiana Buck game where they was winning by 4 points and they lost in the last 10 seconds
Yeah.
because they threw the ball away.
So just a second. So in other words, certain games where it ends at like the last second
Mhm.
are good, and then the rest of the games are one side.
They blowouts. They've been blowouts.
But even the games that ended on the last second,
Still whack.
some
To
of
you?
them because of
Because they
Gary,
gotta fight back.
because of the way they lose them.
Right.
Right.
Gary
Turnovers.
Trent losing the ball against Indiana.
He did
You
the
got-
Bill
oh,
Buckner.
Malik
Twice.
Beasley.
He did the
Malik
Bill Buckner.
Beasley.
Yeah.
Malik Beasley lost the
Done
ball
same thing.
on and he
Yeah.
could have had a 3-pointer to tie the game.
Yeah.
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 The Knicks won a game that they made a didn't make a call on
Right.
because that game could have been different.
Yeah.
So them close games, even those close games, have been lost in ways that don't normally get lost.
True.
Yeah.
That's
You don't see them kind of plays in the regular season.
Or
Really, is that much pressure on you? You can't catch the ball.
I got
Right.
it. Or maybe those particular teams that lost, you might have wanted to win. Or
No, I don't care about the Bucks.
I'm just asking.
No,
All right.
it's not.
Let me put this
I
to
mean, truthfully,
Let me
you
put this to
know me,
everybody,
Dave.
yeah.
I
As far as
know.
the playoffs concerned, the only team I don't want to see win
It's
is
the
the
Knicks.
Knicks.
There
I
you
don't
go.
care about
Yeah.
nobody else.
Yeah,
So
he
it don't
hate
matter.
the
I'm a
Knicks.
Net fan.
He's not
I
a
don't.
Knicks
Yeah,
fan.
I've
Say it
never
again.
been a
This
Knicks
side of the
fan.
table,
Only
other than
team I care
Ty,
about is the Nets.
we excuse
Thank you.
him here. Other than Ty,
All right,
this
all
side of
right.
the
Let,
table.
let me shout out Kyle Wilson, G
So don't even
Middleton,
go there with that.
Arnold Jacobs, Erdell Finney. Shout out to all you guys paying attention.
What's up, y'all?
Kyle said Mitchell Robinson can't hold on to the ball either.
No, he don't. That's why they
There's a
don't
bunch
throw
of
it to
all
him.
that is
I'll
why-
put that to-
All
Why
right,
they don't
you
throw it.
look
I got
at
one more question.
You look at the Joker. The Joker has been averaging 6 or 7 turnovers a game.
Right.
He don't do that.
No, he
And his assist is way down.
Yeah, it
he
is
had
down.
3 assists yesterday.
They've been
3 assists.
Let me ask you this question. Bring it up, Joker.
Mhm.
He don't look heavy to you?
Yeah, he always.
All of
Yeah,
a
but he
sudden,
always look
Yeah.
like
nah.
that.
All of a sudden, to me, he's
Yeah,
looking.
You're heavy.
It's your TV, sir.
Maybe the TV, because I know I'm watching.
You need HD. You need HD.
Oh, he
I'm,
do got a
I-
TV out there.
I'm watching this. I'm watching this guy play, and I'm looking at him,
You
and he look like
outside, man.
he's looking like he's got heavy for some reason, man.
Him and
Yeah.
Because he's laboring a little bit to
Yo,
me.
Ty,
Me.
I know a guy, man.
I'm just
They're
saying.
putting a lot of bodies on him. It's slowing him down.
It is.
Yeah.
It
But
is.
if you
And
watch
that's
those
not
games,
good or so-so.
No, you watch those games.
Okay, see?
Yeah, you gotta do that.
What's the one thing that's missing from their game that you always see, and you ain't seen it this whole
From
playoff
who? Denver?
for
Okay, see.
the Denver Nuggets?
What they missing?
What haven't you seen that they always do that you don't see them doing now for some reason?
The pick and roll? Not
Yeah.
the pick, yeah.
And
pick
the
pop or whatever,
alley-oop
yeah.
dunks.
Yeah.
When was
Well,
the last time I saw Ali?
I guess they've been
Aaron
taking
Gordon
it.
get a dunk.
they've been taking it
Even
away.
Porter, that's what I'm saying. They
Well, he
took
was on the
all that-
wing shooting threes too.
And
Right?
that's the other
He's
thing.
knocking
He's
them
got-
down, though.
Yeah, he is, but still, they shooting them. They're not.
They're not getting a whole lot of fast break
Right.
No.
opportunities.
They're not getting a whole lot of
Close,
easy dunks.
No,
either.
they're
And
not.
that's what they live off of.
Yeah, they're not.
I got a question for you, Ty. And for y'all too. and everybody here. Okay.
Must
You
be a
think-
Laker question?
No, ain't got nothing to do with the Nets.
Tom first, right?
Yeah, well, because Todd played the game, so you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Put me on the
I know
spot
he
like
look
that.
at it a
Put me
little
on the spot.
differently than some other people.
Right, right.
You know, me and him play ball. You know,
Okay.
Greg too, but you know. But anyway,
at least that's the rumor.
yeah.
Y'all go ahead.
Whoa.
Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm just saying.
That's what
All right,
okay.
what's the question, sir?
Okay. Do you think Cleveland has not shot the ball well because of Indiana's defense, or because the game has been sped up a lot faster because of their style of play and everything?
Yeah,
like
Greg,
that?
you could have answered that, right?
I think. See, they trying to play. They trying to play Indiana's tempo,
You
and
can't
that's
do
not
that.
their game.
No, that's not their
They're
game.
that's
speeding
not
up the
their
game.
Right,
Yeah,
Indiana
yeah.
likes to play like that,
right, right,
and they're speeding them up.
right.
Right.
They should relax themselves
Mhm.
and don't play that hurry up game, because Indiana does that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's better for Indiana.
Yeah, you
It's better
gotta slow the game
on
down.
Indiana's for Cleveland to play the way they playing. It works out in Indiana's favor.
That's why I was like
Yeah.
part of now. The other thing, part of it, I'm saying is like they didn't get the big men involved, so that nullifies that. If you get the ball
You take
inside
them out.
and
You take them out of the equation.
their only big
and you
guy
got two-
is Turner.
And both of their
Now,
big men are
Turner,
good. Both of them guys are good on Cleveland.
right?
What's Kenny
And if you
doing?
don't let them play,
I don't know.
if you don't involve them in the game, you just eliminating them. And after a while, they running up and down the court for nothing.
Right, exactly.
And what you call him getting tired.
Yeah.
Allen, you can see
Yeah.
he's getting tired.
Right, chasing them.
So, and then you got one guy taking over 30 shots.
He's
Mhm.
really 6'9" with an afro.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's not that tall.
Right, so
Right.
7 foot.
But
He's not 7 foot. Maybe
No,
that
6'11".
afro.
He's 6'11".
He ain't 6'11 either.
6'9".
man.
Look at
whatever, he's a
I
player
give
though.
him
But
6'10".
You got to
I give
look at it too. These guys, if you're not hitting the 3-pointer, then it's easy to take away the inside game.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to worry about them guys the way they shooting. If they was making them 3-pointers, that would open it up even more for Jared Allen
It
and
would.
Mobley. But they ain't shooting.
But they got
What you say, Greg?
If you're not shooting the three, why don't you just step in?
Right.
you would
But
think
that's what
that.
those guys.
But that's
Those
not
guys
the
like
NBA
Strus
anymore.
and what's the other dude? Dane, whatever. That's
Yeah,
what
but
they
that's-
are. They 3-point
Mobley
shooters.
But
can
that's-
post up and play
Right.
in the paint.
he shoots. Yeah, he
You
can.
would think that.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
how many
Right.
guys? How many guys actually do that? Shea does it when
Right,
he's not
but-
hitting.
See, this
But
what-
there's not a lot of guys. And Donovan Mitchell started doing it because he wasn't hitting. But most of these guys, their game is prevalent on shooting
Right.
3-pointers.
Right.
That's why they're even in the league.
Right.
A guy like Max Strus, if he didn't shoot 3-pointers, he wouldn't even be in the league.
But see, this is why
Jerome, another guy who
Right, Ty Jerome.
He's not. He's disappeared.
Yeah,
You
I
don't,
don't know what
I don't
happened.
know what happened to
Yeah.
him.
But this
Right.
is why
He ain't doing nothing.
This is why I said,
Yeah, he ain't doing nothing.
if you get the
Right.
big guys, you got to have some post up abilities, man.
They do, but they're not getting them the ball.
Right, exactly. This
They're
is what,
not getting them the ball.
because Kenny's philosophy.
So that's
is
your
what?
man's fault.
What I
No,
told you,
But
his
it's the whole
philosophy was.
NBA. Who has a post-game philosophy
Right,
in the NBA?
right. But that
Dumbo?
was my biggest
Only Denver.
beef with them.
Give it to
We
Jokic.
gotta-
Only
we gotta
Denver.
go back to the 80s
But that
and
was
90s
my
for
biggest
that.
beef with Kenny. That was because I'm still going to be an old school guy. Yo, you need
Yeah,
to
but the
post
old
up guys.
school is
Just in case that three
old
don't
school is
work.
gone.
Just in case the threes don't work,
Right.
you need this.
Yeah,
you
but
need
old-
inside play.
Old school is gone.
Yeah, well, this is why
Joker's about the only guy who they play that way with the post game.
Everybody, even the college kids now, it's all about 3-point shooting.
Right.
It's
6'10", 6'11" guy want to stand
basketball.
outside.
Right.
and
Look at
shoot.
Victor
It's
Wembanyama.
horrible basketball. It's horrible
It is
basketball to
now.
me. It's horrible.
It is,
Right.
and that's why it
It's
looks so
horrible.
bad because these guys are shooting 20 and 25% from 3-point
Right.
during the playoffs. So
Right.
it's gonna look
Right.
terrible.
And if you step an inch in front of the 3-point line, the coach don't want you to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm
Because that's a
saying?
bad shot.
He
Don't
wants
take
you
a long
behind the
two.
three.
Don't take
Right.
a long
Don't take
two.
a long
Right.
two.
That's a bad shot as far as
Right.
they're concerned.
You look at all the old school footage,
Right.
you see Carmelo and all them cats
Oh.
just inside the three.
I know what I wanted to ask. So what y'all think about that play with what's his name? Matthew the dude that he punched what's his name? Hunter in the chest.
He hit him
Oh,
in the
yeah,
shoulder.
right, right.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
stupid.
Right. Right.
That was
dumb.
stupid.
But that
Stupid.
goes back from when what's his
Yeah,
name? Hunter
right,
was
right.
trying to dunk it
Right.
and he blocked it, but the other part he hit it with the forearm and
Yeah.
then stood over him.
Mhm, mhm.
So that stuff go back from that,
Mhm.
man.
Draymond
The
was
thing,
doing
the
stupid
thing,
stuff
the
too.
thing that, and I
Yeah,
think
well,
we,
Draymond always
I
does
mentioned this
He getting
before,
away with it.
and I don't understand how these guys. This is basketball, but everybody think they you know,
think they does.
yeah, thug. You on the street, you in the park, bro. You can't fight. This ain't hockey. You can't fight.
Right.
So what is all of this thinking? Yeah.
Right.
If you throw a punch, you're getting thrown out.
Right.
Even if you
And
don't
you
hit
might
the
be-
guy.
right.
If you throw it, they're gonna throw you out. So why everybody all of a sudden everybody's a thug now playing this game?
Right.
You want to talk? You could talk all the smack you want, man. Just play the game. Because when the game's over, we walk into the tunnel. You're not fighting outside.
No, they're not.
You're not
Making
fighting.
too much money for that.
Yeah, so I
Right.
don't even know why they do that stuff.
Yeah, and they hurt
No,
your
what I'm
no.
saying?
Shout out
Because
to
you hurt
John
the
Green
team.
watching.
What's up, John?
Right.
I know they try, but
Yeah, but still, all he had to do, even if he'd have done it like a karate chop with an open hand,
Right.
they wouldn't have tossed
Right.
him. But he closed his face. That was stupid.
Right now,
Right in the open.
Right
Right.
in the court.
Not down low and you sneak it in.
Right.
Out there in the middle
Yeah.
of the court by the foul line,
I
you
ain't
throwing a
understand.
punch.
And he walked right over to him.
I
And
mean, but what?
But he
I
should
don't
have
blame
pushed him.
he should have,
He
right?
should have
But-
pushed
but
him. He
you
should have
said-
punched him in the
I
head.
know.
Nah, then he would have got thrown out.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, but still,
It might not have helped. It
didn't matter.
It didn't hurt Indiana.
He went 0 for 8 after that anyway.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Hunter didn't hit not one basket after that.
Nope.
So
Not
what's the
at all.
difference? Go ahead and get your
What
punch
you think
off.
about it, Ken? What you think about it, bro?
Yeah, it worked.
Now it's a different era than it was back in the
This is true,
Mhm.
right?
Now these kids, I mean, there's no defensive play, first of all.
Right. Yes.
Mm-mm.
Everybody should come down the court, jack up three.
Yep.
There's no push it inside and back out.
No. Mm-mm.
it's a completely different game
Yeah.
today.
Oh yeah, the game
It's hard.
was totally.
It's hard to watch. I'll be honest with you.
They do this.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I said, I had a game.
Really,
I
your
had
team
I had a
not-
game on the
not
weekend,
Mm.
right? And the whole thing, the guy want to play 5 out, and everybody's like, they want the middle wide open. It's either a layup or it's a 3-pointer. It's one or
Right.
the other. You ain't getting no post up.
That's
Ain't
it.
nobody doing
Lance
no
and
post
threes.
up.
Shout out to
Threes and
Bernadette
layups.
Daniels,
See, that's-
Michael
the
Parrish was
Kenny
watching.
Palacio.
Figured out that
Well,
zone, too.
see,
Right.
that's what.
True.
The zone was working in the beginning.
In the beginning.
Now they figured it out.
Right.
Well, Indiana
Right,
got
right.
shooters too.
No, I know, but they were in the beginning. They was not.
Right,
making it.
right,
Now
right.
they figured it out.
Right.
You know.
All right, let me share this, y'all. We're in the first half hour
Indiana's
and
a
a couple of
sleeper team
minutes
right now.
of first stop to the next stop. It's Super Dave, Coach Kurt,
Yes.
Surge the Sports Star,
All right.
Slick the Relic,
The living fossil.
Todd the
Yeah,
Magnificent,
yeah.
G Money in the building.
Yes, sir.
All right, we also got two guests, King and D Rock. All right, up and Ken. King is the Ken.
You say
All right.
King?
King. Oh, shout out to D Nice on the check-in also. All right, so the phone lines is open. Numbers 516-206-0711. We're talking Knicks now. What do you guys think?
Decent little fight.
Are
Race
the
with
Knicks-
Knicks.
I see that.
Are the Knicks gonna seal the deal tonight, game 4, or are they in trouble? Let's go. Let's get it talking. Let's go. Let's not.
They in trouble.
All right. So why you think they in trouble?
I don't think
No,
they win in another game.
That's what Todd said.
This
All right.
is just my opinion.
All right. Well, yo,
I don't think
You know
they're
what
in
I'm saying?
trouble yet. I'll wait till.
Oh,
see
I
if the
think they.
game's
I don't think they
tied.
can win another. They could be down 3-0 easily right now.
Yeah,
Easily they could. Be
I
down
agree with
3-0.
that.
Of course,
Huh?
I agree, but they're not.
No, but
No, they're not.
No, they not,
We
but
can
they
say-
could
We
be.
can sit there
They
and learn a
could
lot
be.
of things about
but,
it, but
see,
they not.
But see,
Uh.
they're enough. They're just like Cleveland.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I'm as far as
No, he's not.
Don't compare that. We up 2-1.
I'm
Don't
not talking
compare that.
No.
I know where you.
Boston.
I know. I'm just messing
Right.
with him, but you know.
for the fact that you down all of these points, you still throwing threes up when you should be doing
But
something.
that's what they do
inside.
during the
That's
season.
what they
That's what they do. It ain't nothing new.
It gets it keeps getting worse. Like you
No,
putting
but
more
see-
money down, you put more money down, you put more money down. Then next thing you know, you emptied your bank account.
But
you
the
keep-
thing
So
is,
let me ask you a question. You think Brunson's gonna stop patting the ball?
Right.
Brunson is the
Pounding
It
Is he
ain't
gonna
gonna
stop?
change.
Is he gonna stop patting the ball? Yes or no?
Brunson is clutch man of the year.
All that. Is he gonna
If-
stop?
If the game was close.
Is he gonna stop patting that ball? Just let me
He's
know.
gonna do what he's gonna do.
All right, because he's gonna keep patting the ball.
It ain't gonna
He
change.
can't-
Nobody's gonna change their game at this point
No,
right
exactly.
but
now. At this point,
I know the Knicks is up 2-1, but like Todd said, they
I don't
could
think they
have.
No, he
win
likes
another
Yes.
game.
to bounce the ball.
Yes.
Because that 25%
He took way
that they
over.
shot,
Yeah.
if they make 5
Right.
more threes,
Right.
they're at 30%,
Exactly.
Right.
and they win the first 2
That's
games.
right.
So they don't have to shoot 50%.
Yeah,
but if they can shoot over
They
30%,
can win.
the Knicks is in
Right.
trouble.
But they can also have shot mixed it up and shot 50% from 2 and still won that game.
It's not their game. That's not what
No,
they've
but
been
this
doing.
is what I'm saying.
Let me understand something.
You're not
So,
going to change
Todd,
your
you saying
philosophy in the
that
in the
they
playoffs.
in trouble.
Yes.
Mongo, you say the jury's still out.
2-2. I'm gonna get them. If they lose tonight, they in trouble.
Serge, you got exactly. Coach Kurt, let's go.
Knicks are winning tonight.
All right.
Knicks are winning tonight.
Close game. Knicks
Can I
are
have
winning.
one of those strawberry things from
Oh, you want?
Can I
Oh,
come
no,
to for,
No.
here, Coach, you need
I'm
one.
gonna say this.
Uh-huh.
The Knicks have on paper and even playing the game have no chance against Boston. Boston's in the
on
team.
paper, like you
They're
said.
done.
Why?
They can't even mess with.
Listen, we
Why?
know
Why
Boston's
you
the
say
better
that?
team. Boston's the better team.
I'm asking you why, though.
What are you looking at?
I'm
They are
asking you
way-
why.
Position, they are way better than the Knicks. Right?
Okay,
Well,
wait a minute.
let's do that.
I
Let's talk
disagree with
about
that
it.
too.
Let's talk about it.
Position by position.
Besides Brunson,
And Cat.
Boston is better at each position than the Knicks. You telling me they're not?
No.
Who else? Who on the Knicks is better than the people on the floor for Boston?
I give you
We got
the
Cat.
forward.
He's better than Porzingis.
I give you the two
He
forward.
is? Is he showing
I think
it?
that's. I
Has
think,
he shown it?
That's a wash. That's
But
a
you
wash.
said no. You're basing it on
because
just
Porzingis
this game.
getting hurt.
But
Yeah,
no,
it's
I
a
think
wash.
that's even because Porzingis gets hurt sometimes.
I give you Brown and Tatum. Them other guys are not better than Towns.
No, that's the
Wait,
No,
wait,
talk
wait a
about
second.
position
So-
by position.
Yeah,
Okay.
different position.
So Harden's not better.
Tatum has not had a good
It
series.
don't matter.
Wait a minute. Why is not
We're-
matter?
But we're just talking here. The games they're playing are terrible. The Knicks should be. They were out by 20 both for the first
3 games.
Right.
bro.
3 games.
Okay.
They should be down 3-0 now.
Why?
Right.
Why?
Why?
Because Boston started
Doing dumb
It's not part of the
They
game.
doing
You're not
dumb
going to
stuff.
make every
They doing
shot.
dumb stuff when they shouldn't have.
If you jacking up threes,
That's why
you're
I
gonna
told you.
you're gonna make
That's
some.
why I told you that Boston was going to give them one game. They was going to shoot bad once. They shot bad twice, and they gave the Knicks 2 games. The Knicks.
Okay, I give you that. Why you think?
Huh?
Why you think they won that last game?
Who?
Boston.
We got some water.
Because they finally hit all
He
their
got some
shots.
extra
No.
water.
They shot.
Peyton Pritchard had a great game.
Pritchard,
Great
right.
game.
But
That's why they
Six
won.
man
But
of the year.
somebody made some shots.
Okay, but he played the other games. He didn't do that.
Hold up.
Yo.
What we was doing right in the beginning when we did player for player, and because I said Karl Anthony Towns, you said Porzingis, and
All right.
so I
Karl
and
Anthony
just
Towns is
because.
better than him. But
So
the rest
I
of
mean,
them-
hold up, don't give me the pass because I'ma get the ball.
Don't give me the
right. We was trying to establish like what was going on. Like, coach is saying one thing. I want to agree with him because I'm a Knicks fan, but
It has nothing to do with being a fan.
I got that.
The
All
Knicks
right.
Are not built to beat Boston. They ain't built to beat.
All right, Ken.
Cleveland.
What is your spin?
I'm gonna go with the Knicks style of play. It's in your face defense. Right now, we're not doing that.
Right.
So Tim's supposed to be the defensive guru. He didn't tell them guys get up on them, make them nervous.
You're not going to make Boston nervous.
But hold,
I think
You're
Hold
not
up, though.
going to make
hold up
Boston
though.
nervous.
He got a little point because
If the
in
Knicks
one of them
win
games,
tonight-
Boston is not
Hold on,
going to
hold
be
on.
nervous.
Listen,
hold on, in one of them first 2 games,
Hold
they
on.
was rushing up threes for
Hold
no
on.
reason.
Well,
Just
that's what
throwing
they
it back
do.
up.
But they not
No, they
nervous.
not taking their
Listen
time to shoot the 3. They
Listen
just
to
coming up pulling.
If the
Catches in their
if the
face.
Knicks
Like
win
they
tonight-
can't do that.
if the
Boston
Knicks win
will not
tonight,
be nervous.
Boston might be a little tight, but they ain't nervous.
You don't think they were tight 2-zip
I think they was tight that second
when they was
game.
up 2-zip?
They,
They
In
beat
that
them on their
second
home
game,
court. You don't think they were
was rushing
tight?
shots.
yeah, they were tight. They
Okay.
were missing shots.
Right.
Boston's been better away from home. Their record is
They had a better
had the best
away record. I give you that.
than they do at home.
My thing is, like to what Ken has said, yes, supposed to be a defensive guru. What they are doing is that when Tatum tries to drive a little bit, they come in double. He kicks it out. That leaves an outside shooter because when you rotate, somebody's going to get open. You're supposed to rotate over, and that last guy is supposed to get the open shot. But they've been rotating late, and that guy's been getting open looks. Now, whether they knock him down or not, that's a different
That's
story.
a different story. Yeah.
You're gonna go through ups and downs taking threes. That's different because as a 3-point shooter, 30-something% is considered good in the league.
It is.
So 30% is not overall. 30% is not good, but when you're taking threes,
Threes
yes.
it is, not from regular
Right, well, that's what I
shooting.
meant for
Right,
threes.
right, yeah.
So it's gonna go up and down. You're gonna be on a roll. When they start going on a roll, you're dropping 4 and 5 and 6. When they're not, they're going 1 for 6, 1 for 7, 1 for 8. if the Knicks are making their shots, they're back in the game. If they're not, they're getting blown out.
The thing about, and it ain't just them two, it's all the games.
Yeah.
All the games.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
Supposed
pretty
to,
much all
not
the
just
games.
saying that what I'm saying is when you're playing in the playoff games, you're supposed to make the other team. I ain't gonna say you're not making nobody nervous. You make them uncomfortable. You don't want them to get in their sweet spots.
Right.
You try to take them out of their sweet spots, and that's what you want to do in all these matchups
Right.
with these teams that you playing. If you're doing your homework as a coach,
Right.
you know what the teams like to do. You want to take them out of that and let them. You know, if they score, they score.
Mhm.
But don't let them do what they like doing.
Right.
And that's what you try to do.
I
You know
agree
what I
with
mean?
you.
That's what you try to do.
But at this point, right now, what are they going to game 4?
Mhm.
At this point, everybody knows pretty
they
much
gonna do.
what they want to do. They know everybody's plays, they know their preferences, who they want to go to. So my thing is, I don't like doubling unless you kicking my ass. But I don't.
It's hard to double.
It's hard to double
the
in
Boston.
the NBA because guys
Somebody
are
else is
passing.
gonna, yeah.
And if you open up the court, that means they got lanes to drive, or somebody's open on a swing to a 3.
Mm.
I don't like doubling per se.
Well, hold up, Tibbs. Let me ask you a question. They don't defend the 3 well.
Because, like I said, when one person drives, they come in
You-
help, and that leaves the wing open.
You know what's funny? You say that.
Mhm.
I take that philosophy and I'll do that against the Knicks. I'll double. What's his name?
Brunson
Brunson
all
to get
day
the ball
long.
out.
I would do that, yeah.
You know, I would do that against them
because
they
he's
don't.
the main guy.
Yeah,
That's
I
gonna
would take the
throw.
ball. You should try to take the ball out of his hand.
Mhm.
But Boston would be hard because all them guys could score.
So since you said me, you and Todd play ball, and this one said that's questionable.
I didn't say questionable.
Yeah, but that's how I took it. I took it questionable. So,
I heard that part.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
crying.
want stuff he said.
Yeah, I'm
questionable.
crying right now.
do you think Brunson holds on the ball too much?
Yes, he does.
Huh? Oh, okay, because I know I ain't bugging.
Yeah,
No.
he does.
Everybody
Way too much.
complaining about that.
Everybody.
Everybody's
They don't
complaining
lose
about
towns
that.
At all.
No,
Like, how
they
do you
don't.
get 10 shots and he has 45?
No,
Yeah,
there's
that's
no way.
crazy.
He had 10 shots
I know.
and Brunson had 45.
That's
Yeah, I
crazy.
disagree.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
When we was balling at Kurt Gym, didn't we win some games together?
Let me ask you a question, Kurt.
Yeah.
I feel like why they always got to play Robinson with Towns and don't play Achua with him.
Exactly.
That's
I don't
what I
know.
don't
I don't
understand.
know.
I think you'll get more out if you play the Achua with him. You know what I mean?
I agree with that because he's more mobile. He
Yeah.
can play those guys on the wing. When
And he
Robinson
can
can't.
score, and he can score too.
Robinson can't play those guys on the wing. So they do a couple of dribbles back up, and you wide open because
Yeah.
he can't recover.
Exactly. And he ain't scoring.
Right, you can't make.
But
free
Robinson,
So Achua can score, and he can get you rebounds and block shots.
right?
So I
the
don't
only
understand why he
difference
don't play him and Towns together.
is- Yeah, I don't know.
I don't understand that at all.
I don't understand that.
I
either.
don't understand that at
well,
all.
what we sort of neglected to realize, like with Indiana, that guy runs 10 to 12 people.
Yeah.
He runs
Because
his
of the
He
guys.
played
type of
ten- yes.
Because of the type of offense they go. They
And
run
Boston
up and
play a
down.
lot too.
They
Right.
don't run
Boston
their
play a
people-
lot
They
of-
don't run their people like everybody. Usually, most of the people rotations tighten up.
Yeah, in
In
the
the
playoff.
playoffs.
Boston play 4 people off the bench.
Yeah,
but,
they do.
They play 4 people off the bench.
but bet and believe Indiana is like close to 10 people.
They do play
Yeah,
10. No,
they
I
do.
agree. They do.
So
Well, a lot got to do
Indiana
with
don't
their
stop.
offense.
I tell you, Indiana
It's
don't
most-
They
stop.
run. They run.
They
up and down
run.
the court.
That's their game. They run. They don't stop
And it's
Indiana.
funny
I'm gonna
because
tell
that
you.
wasn't always. He changed his.
He did
offense.
change it. He did.
He changed basically to fit his guard. play.
Right.
Because he
you
changed
got
his
that type
offense.
of team. You got to know the type of team. That's how
Right.
you play.
Thank you.
A good coach, you play according to the talent you got.
Right,
And you use that talent for their benefit.
exactly.
You just can't
Would you
coach
say,
one
Mondo?
philosophy
Thank you. I've
like
been saying that all year.
like Tibbs
wanna
do no matter
testify?
what.
Right.
He's gonna coach one
say
way,
all year.
no matter what, because this is what I do, and
He
this
did
is
it
what,
with Derrick
and you
Rose.
can't do that
Derrick Rose.
when you got
Right.
players
He did the
and
same
you got
thing.
people on the bench that can play, and you letting them sit there. Yeah, he don't get no burn at all.
burn.
I don't get that. No burn at all. You can use him. You can use him.
from Milwaukee.
Oh,
Right, right.
Oh,
No, right.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
Guy,
That
he got
understand.
traded.
Yeah.
Dude,
He got
Yeah,
traded
yeah,
from
yeah, yeah.
Milwaukee for
Yeah.
Defense ain't. Deuce
He
ain't been
won't
playing
play.
well this series either. Man.
He hasn't been playing well. That's why
He played good the first 2 games. He didn't play good. I give him better. The first 2 games he was pretty good. This last game he didn't play.
Not through the whole series most of the time.
So the question should be:
Well, Deuce is a
if
player.
the Knicks
I won't give up on him.
aren't
He's a player.
able to deliver, is Tibbs on the hot seat?
If they don't win,
Yeah.
no, I don't think so.
Because nobody expected them to be Boston. So
That's true too.
Well,
they not gonna expect them.
2-0 though.
But it don't matter. They still you got to win 4 games. Or being up 2-0 don't mean nothing if you don't.
I'm
If you
saying
don't
they-
win
I'm-
4, if you don't get the 4.
I understand that, but they was up 2-0 in Boston.
So what?
It's only 2
So now-
games.
It's too right.
Still 2
Yeah,
games.
but I know, but now you got 4 games. You got 3 games at home, and you blow that. Tibbs is on the hot seat.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
I think so.
He ain't going nowhere.
I think so.
He ain't going nowhere.
You got your team built to stop Boston. Got your bench, but he's not using it's all his talent.
He didn't use the bench that much this year either.
Just for,
anyway.
you just answered your own with your own argument.
No,
You
that's
up-
what y'all talking about.
No,
the hot
but you
seat,
gonna
right?
yeah, but you answered your own argument. You know why? He won't be on the hot seat because he won 2 games in Boston, so he won't be on the hot
Wait,
seat.
just
No,
a
because I
second,
think
just
So
a
he
second.
won't. No,
No,
Wait,
I don't
wait,
think
wait.
y'all not looking at it like
no,
that.
because he
think
didn't
Boston-
get he didn't get beat 4 straight.
So-
And by
I don't
him
see
winning
it.
2 games in Boston will save his job.
I don't think so.
Yeah, watch.
But we gonna
I don't
see.
think.
I
I'm
think
telling you.
Boston lost some games. I don't think the Knicks really won.
Right,
It
but
don't
I'm just
matter,
saying.
though. Now
But I'm
you lock
just
down
saying.
on 3 home games. You got to
See-
lock those 3
see,
down.
I don't think he would
I-
lose his job because of that.
I like to
If he'd have
argue
lost
that
4
point
straight,
with
maybe so.
like you. And when
Maybe
you say like Boston lost those games, the Knicks didn't win. The Knicks still got to make shots to take the lead. They had to.
Yeah, they did.
You know,
No, they did.
So
They
you-
did.
you-
Brunson did.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Brunson
Brunson ain't
made
the
big
only
shots.
one that made some
Well,
shots.
No, they made big shots down there, and Hart made some
Mikal
shots.
Bridges
They
lived
shot
up to his 5
what?
first-round picks.
11 for what? In 3-pointers?
You talking with Boston,
Yeah.
Okay.
Both games.
right?
His 4
No,
first-round picks.
But that goes up and down. 3-point shooting goes up and down.
but I hope
Yeah,
it goes
but they
down.
Nobody
and
knocks
they-
it down
I mean,
like
but-
50% every game.
No, but
Nobody.
25%
It's
is not their norm.
No.
They're not a
They're
25%
about
shooting.
35.
No.
They usually, and if, like I said, if they'd have shot 30%,
They'd have won both of
those
them.
2 games because they only
Look at
needed
the
5
stats.
more shots to
The
go in.
Boston-
Right.
You
For the
went
sum-
25
for
for
the-
100. You missed 75 3-pointers. They don't shoot like that. Nobody shoots like that. Nobody in the NBA shoots that bad.
They didn't shoot
Even
that
the
well.
worst teams
They didn't
don't
shoot
shoot
that
that
well
bad.
in the Orlando series. And that's a more physical team than the Knicks.
The
Then you
Knicks
shoot
not
25%.
Didn't Orlando win some games?
One.
They
One
won
game.
1.
One.
And check, we need to check
And
that.
they didn't
check
shoot
that.
25%.
I bet you they shot in that game. I bet you the game
They
that they
didn't shoot
lost,
that
I bet you
horrible.
they did.
That one game.
Okay, well, that's Knicks won 2
But that's
games.
like during the regular season, you're going to have bad games, but most of the games,
But
Boston
this is the
shot well.
But this is playoffs, so it's magnified even more.
Especially when you miss 75 out of
Let me
100.
let me say this,
That's magnified.
especially to the Knicks fans.
Go ahead.
And you was surprised just like everybody else is surprised they went up 2-0. You wasn't
At
expecting
Boston,
them to
yeah, I was
be up.
surprised.
You wasn't expecting them to
I
be up.
would
2-0.
have been happy
You
with the
was-
split.
Two
Too.
Right,
games
you
you was
was-
losing by 20
Right,
points.
you wasn't expecting them to go
Right.
up 2-0. Nobody was that.
Right.
Nobody was.
I don't
agree.
care how much you
Nobody.
think you didn't think the Knicks was gonna be Boston City.
Yes, I did.
You think the Knicks?
Yeah,
is
he
gonna be
did.
Boston?
I did say that. Didn't I say that at the
You
beginning?
said that out of
I
love.
did say
Hold
that.
up, hold up.
You said
When we
that
were
out of
doing
fan
the
love?
I
picks,
know, but I'm just saying.
when
What?
we were live, we said, I mean, live.
Y'all know what my favorite word is, right?
Live to ourselves.
No. You can't delusional.
Right, there you go. They do.
Delusional.
Yeah, he loves saying it.
You know what my word is gonna be.
Well, listen, I got this.
I understand being a fan. Don't be delusional though.
I
That's all
got
I'm
this
saying.
invisible weed right
He always want to pass around the
here. That's how we think.
He says odorless and
Oh,
tastes.
yeah.
He says-
Yeah, you just puffing. You just say who you like. It's all right. You know, but
Boston's a 36% 3-point shooter in regular season.
all right,
Okay,
let's,
regular season.
Yeah.
so that
Okay.
game is
Which is
7:30
no,
tonight.
that's
good.
decent. That's
Yes,
decent.
that's good.
So let's look at the other game, which I think for some reason,
Is that Brace?
um,
No, that's not right.
Green?
That's not right.
like me,
Which one?
That's not right.
John. Go ahead, John. Talk to us.
Hey guys, how y'all feeling?
All
What's
right.
going on,
All
man? How
right,
you
John.
been,
How
man?
you doing?
Hey, I'm okay. Good to see everybody. Listen,
Likewise.
I'm going to tell you like this. The thing is that nobody expected the Knicks to win 2 games in Boston.
No.
I know I didn't.
Nobody.
I
did.
said the 2 games that the Knicks they would probably win at home. But I mean, it's just. It was just one of those quirky things.
Well, let
Boston
me
came out
stop you
2 games
for
in a
a
row,
second, sir. Hold on.
And just folded at the end.
Hold the phone, John. Hold on. Let me ask you. Did anybody think that the Knicks were going to beat Detroit 3 games in Detroit? Nobody's saying nothing about that.
Nah, I think the Knicks.
No.
No,
That's true. The thing is that, I think there was only one game of that series where the whole team won, and that was game 1.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I was at that game. That's why they.
Okay,
won.
so the thing is that it's. I mean, but you see, but with Boston, I think Boston to win the 6th game. I think
And you call yourself a Knicks fan.
They're just a better basketball team.
They got a sweep.
They are.
Hey,
Didn't I just tell you the Knicks ain't winning another game?
So you call yourself a Knicks fan, John?
I've been one for almost 60 years.
He's a
Oh, my
realist.
goodness.
And if I'm
I
wrong,
understand.
I'll come on the show and
What you're saying is,
But I'm being realistic.
Okay.
I'm not being Todd's favorite word. Religion.
He's a realist.
Yo, John, Todd just learned that word last year. How you think he come in here using it so much?
I would expect that from a Net fan. That said, though.
But you know, but you see that there's no way in this world where Boston's going to go shoot 25% from 4 games out of 7.
Yeah.
At least and if they do, I would be shocked. I was shocked when they won game 2. I said, well, game 1, okay, cool. They played well. They pulled it out in overtime, cool. But then when all of a sudden, you know, like the last shot went up, the thing is Tatum took the shot, and basically Robinson forced him towards Bridges to block the shot. I said, you've got to be kidding.
Well, they was losing it. What was they down by 20, and they was letting them chip away.
Yeah, that's one thing about a Tom Thibodeau team. The thing is, they keep coming at you.
Yeah.
He doesn't throw in the towel when he's down 20. The perfect example was a couple of years ago when Emmanuel Quickly was a rookie. They went to Portland. They were losing by 23 at halftime. They lost the game by 3. Listen, the thing is that when the final buzzer sounded, Damian Lillard was saying Hail Mary. He was thanking God the game was over because they wouldn't stop coming at him.
Right.
No, they don't quit.
20 points is not safe these days anyway.
No, that go.
With good defense and the 3-point shot, no lead is safe.
Right.
No, that's true. But the thing about it, that's not something you want to keep doing game after game after game. Find yourself down by 20 points. That take a lot out of you.
You're right, Todd. Because the thing, if you live off that, you're going to eventually die by it.
For sure.
Ask Golden State.
So the Knicks can't play.
Listen, I mean, perfect example. I mean, like Washington had a 35-point lead in the 3rd quarter a couple of years ago and lost the game.
35.
How the devil can you be down 35 in the 3rd? It's up 35 in the 3rd quarter and lose.
Didn't that happen in the playoffs with Memphis? And,
Yo, John, what was the
OKC?
first thing you said though? It was Washington. Washington could lose a 50-point lead. As bad as they are, that might be the worst team in the league.
Yeah, they are.
Memphis did that to.
There's one game that's even worse than that. It's a college game happened back in the 90s. Kentucky at LSU. LSU had a 30-point lead at halftime at home. Scored the first basket set, up 32. Lost by 7.
When was this?
The 90s.
He said the 90s.
The whole game is on YouTube. Just put in Kentucky at LSU 1994.
Okay, they come up.
And listen, good thing they're playing at home because if I was the coach, I'd made them walk home.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I give my wife a shout out for this because she always say this: the game is not over until the clock says 0, 0, 0, 0.
This is true.
And she always say that for somebody who wasn't a sports fan when I met her. But that's what she always say: the game ain't over until all zeros is on that clock.
Glad she was.
Big Money used to say the opera ain't over till the fat lady sings.
That's what they say. But I know one thing: she wasn't watching that Cleveland Indiana game yesterday.
Nah.
That game was over in the
It
first
was-
quarter.
Exactly.
We couldn't wait for the zero.
So y'all looked at the halftime score. I said 80-39.
80.
Yo, that was horrible.
80.
Damn.
I
They
think
dropped 80
I think I
on
switched
When,
on that
when
watch.
they made
Put
that
on a
last
TV
shot at
show
the
or
half,
something.
that put them
buzzer.
up. They was like
Yeah.
40, right?
Yeah, 42.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That's crazy, man.
I mean, in the second half, Cleveland outscored Indiana 70-49, but they only cut the lead in half because it was like 20.
Ain't that crazy?
And they wasn't even playing people. So
Right. That's
they
the
was
crazy
running through
part.
the motions. So yeah, John. So who do you like in the second game, sir?
In the second game,
Because I just think selling
Golden State,
basketball,
Minnesota played that the
right?
second game, right?
Golden State and Minnesota. I think at Golden State. I think Golden State gonna somehow try to.
well, the
figure
problem
out how
is
to
that
get
it all
back
depends
in the game.
if Golden State
I think the next game. No, I think game
if Jimmy
five.
Butler and defensively, the thing is they're gonna have to play his zone to get the because the thing is that defensively they're not that great 1-on-1. They may have to revert to a zone.
Right.
Jimmy Butler got to score 40, at least 40, for them to have a chance.
What do you have, 30 something that last game?
Did he?
And they still lost.
Yeah, he had 30 and change.
And Jonathan Kuminga had 27.
Yeah,
They
he
finally
played
started
And
good
he's
too.
not going to get 27 the rest of the series. No,
Buddy
he
Hill
got
got to step up
He's-
again.
even
Yes.
Buddy Hill, he had that great game, and
Right,
he ain't
and
done
then that's
nothing
it.
since.
Right.
That's the problem. They got too many guys that they cannot count on.
Yeah, not
They
not
can
Right.
count on.
They-
They
they-
can count on Jimmy and everybody else.
Right.
You got to hope that they have a game.
Right.
But
Right,
Draymond
because you
had-
see,
Draymond can't be fouling out.
Right,
when
Draymond
Buddy Hill
be
came into
smart.
the
He can't
league,
be
he's a
fouling
great shooter.
Right.
He
blows
can't
So
help
far, he's
himself.
been
He's
I know he
inconsistent
can't.
he
in his
blows
career.
games.
He
blows
can't help
games.
He
himself.
can't be fouling out. You got to be smart,
He
man.
gonna do
he's
something.
not-
They
stupid.
take themselves out the game. He
Yeah,
taking
right.
himself
I'm-
out the game.
Right.
All right, so everybody out there listening or tuning in, if you like the Knicks, give us a high sign. If you think the Knicks could take game 4 tonight to go up 3-1, text us, let us know. Shout out to Alex Regas, Victor Graham, New York Nez,
What up, Vic?
Tori Mackey, all in the building. Mike Pender watching.
Mike.
All right, so
Dave, I hope they do.
all right,
But
John.
I-
I'm
but-
gonna go with.
but the
I'm
thing is-
gonna
but-
stay
but-
delusional and go with the yes. Knicks by 6.
I hope they do, but sometimes with this, but it all depends on how they're going to have to keep this game close in order to pull it out. They're going to have to, because if they let them get up 20, the thing is that there may be a problem.
See,
We don't want to-
D Nice said
doing
Knicks
fine.
got.
You want to win some games, right?
I'm gonna be like Shannon Sharp.
You ain't
Knicks
winning
in 5.
You ain't winning with that
We're not winning with Tibbs.
You ain't winning no games.
I must be delusional.
Well,
Knicks in
well,
5.
guys, listen, y'all say it was good talking to you. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing,
Always, John.
and I'll
Thank
keep
you,
watching.
man.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
John.
Mike Pender said the Knicks will win the next 2. John, so
Uh-oh, there you go, Mike.
in 2 weeks, Sunday, May 25th, we will be having our annual cookout here. I will send you the information. If you're interested, come on out. All right.
Okay, I'll see if I can make it, guys.
All right, no pressure.
Okay.
No problem. Peace.
Should we do it some trivia now or wait till
All
a
right.
little
One
later?
question before you go to your trivia.
Yeah, man.
Did y'all notice during the Indiana game at home that Mark Jackson is sitting on the front row
I didn't notice that.
and behind the desk?
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw
You know that? You seen that?
I didn't
right?
see that.
Yeah, I know that. I'm like, wow.
That must have been a
I
time
know
I
that
turned
was
the
him
game
and
off.
his
And shit.
It was him and
I didn't
somebody,
see
it was
it.
a lady. I don't know who it was. Him and
Yeah.
the lady, but they sitting.
All right. Shout out to
like
Mike
behind the
Pender
desk
and
like
Charlie
that.
Mackey
Yeah.
saying, let's go Knicks. All right. Pender said the Knicks will win the next 2. I'm telling you, Knicks in 5.
Mike, I like your talking
All
there,
right,
Mike.
so
They gonna tear
King, you
this town
say
up
the
and
Knicks
down.
gonna win.
Tell him, Mike, I know a guy.
Boston?
G,
They not-
Knicks. Okay.
There you go. There you go. I like that. I like that.
All right. So.
I don't know about these 2 guys
be
over here.
listen,
I don't know about these 2 guys. over here.
listen. We not the parade monitors. They can come.
Yeah,
They can come to
we allow them to watch.
He didn't ask me because I was gonna be like,
Greg,
lose 4 straight.
Well, you up the street, man, and I-95
It doesn't
over there,
matter.
man. That's it, man.
They are not beating Boston.
Okay.
We already did twice, so we could do it again.
Because they shot bad twice. They ain't shoot
That's
bad
part of the
no more.
game. That's part of the game.
They ain't shoot
But
bad.
see, you know what? Like we just said, you make a valid point
Yeah.
because
I'll tell you.
the scary part is, like I just said, the scary part is, what if Knicks now tonight they have that type of game where everything just go in?
They're gonna do that the first half. They'll do it one half. They won't do it
but
both
usually
halves.
some games.
That's the way it usually happens.
If they win this game and they go up
Cats supposed
3-1,
to be playing.
that pressure will be on Boston.
It will
It
Oh, yeah.
will be
They're
on
not gonna
Boston.
win tonight. They're
It
gonna lose
will
to
be
us
on Boston.
How about that?
Okay, let's check out the question.
Yeah, but
The Knicks have not had a game yet. Are they playing all season, averaging 120 something points a game?
right, they haven't.
They haven't.
No, this is what I'm
Now
saying.
this different in the
Right.
playoff.
Defense.
It's different in the
Right.
playoff.
Yeah, it is different. It is different.
And
The
when's
scoring
the
go
last
down.
time
Yeah.
they won a home game in the playoffs?
The day that I went.
Huh?
The first game against
He
Detroit.
said,
That's the last time.
Right.
They lost all the rest of them.
Isn't it harder to win games on the road than it is at home?
That's why Boston's gonna win tonight and win 2 more after that.
Cynthia Brown Moore is watching.
They
I'm
got
at-
2,
okay.
They should only got 1.
The
All
next
right, I'm gonna
one
go with my
tonight,
trivia
they
here.
All right,
go
let's
go.
go.
Here we go.
All right, we gotta ask
going
the
crazy
guests.
there.
That's what I'm trying to
One
tell
to the
you.
guests.
All right.
We gotta swing it around.
All right, first question here.
Make it easy. Don't kill.
No, I gotta give them hard, man. You can't give no ignorant.
Stop cheating, Dave.
I'm not cheating, man.
Yeah,
You
he
know
glanced.
my super
He
X-ray
got
glass.
recorded.
You follow football? Okay. One team has won
The Jets.
the NFL championships. I mean, one city has won the NFL championships, NFL Super Bowl, excuse me, and the CFL championship. What team is that? What city is that? Let's put it like that.
What is it?
Canadian Football
Canadian
League.
football. League.
They won the NFL Super Bowl and they won the CFL.
So,
One city.
So how many NFL games were there?
I
Green Bay won.
can't answer that for you, man.
Green Bay won.
Green Bay.
Why don't you do process of elimination? Detroit ain't do it. Okay, because they never won.
They won the Super Bowl, right?
Right. So they out. All right. And you say it ain't the Jets.
Well, Jets won a regular Super Bowl. We said NFL championship.
He said
I mean Super Bowl,
CFL.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl and CFL championship. Same city.
Baltimore.
I'm
Same
waiting.
city.
I'm waiting till this.
Baltimore, John Green
I
said.
think so. You're going around.
Baltimore.
Oh,
Just go ahead
Is it
and guess,
Baltimore?
Mongo.
it is Baltimore, but I wanted
John
somebody.
I'm
Green
gonna say
said.
Baltimore.
He said it out loud. and
No,
said it.
well, like
Yeah,
John-
you're right, John. You're right, John.
I didn't say.
Baltimore had a CFL team.
Yes, they did.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Baltimore Stallions.
I didn't know
When
that
they won in
I didn't know that
1995.
I didn't know that they
Hey,
had
John, no
teams
shit.
in
Nah.
the CFL. When was that?
1995, Baltimore Stallions.
Get dusted off the fire now?
No, yeah, I do
1995.
I do my little research and shit. Man.
It's 95
Nah,
now.
that's a real good one.
I'm just trying to.
Okay, I got another
That
one.
is 30 years.
Y'all should know this. Okay, there's 2 days in the year where there is no baseball, football, basketball, and hockey.
There's what?
There are 2 days in the year where there is no baseball,
No sports on.
the four major sports.
No pro sport.
No the 4 major sports. There's 2 days in the year. What days are those?
You said baseball,
New Year's,
Football and hockey.
New Year's.
No.
Nope.
No, there's always
games on,
basketball.
Yeah, college.
Christmas Day too.
This game's on. This
I thought college. I thought the
basketball.
There's been football games New Year's Eve.
Christmas Eve is what?
but baseball,
It's
Christmas
gonna be
Eve.
hard. Y'all gonna be hard.
Christmas Eve. No. It's Christmas.
You saying why they're in season?
Yes.
yeah, so it can't be.
Well, some of them don't play the whole season. You know?
Baseball is done in December.
No, baseball's done in October.
election day.
Huh?
Election day.
No.
No.
Nope.
It's got to be one of them type of
It's
days.
gotta be October. No.
Nope.
No, November.
Nope.
Gotta be closer to the end of baseball season.
Anybody?
Nobody guessed. Let it put it out.
I'll give you all a hint.
What?
Christmas Eve.
It's during the baseball
What's the
season.
last
We-
day of
I-
baseball?
Wow. I would say it gotta
Labor
be-
Day.
No,
it
No,
gotta
they
be
always have
during
baseball on
they
Labor
got
Day.
baseball
Oh,
Labor Day.
I mean, after the baseball season.
No, it's during the baseball season.
The day after the first game started.
Huh?
The day after the first game started.
No, they playing during the season.
Well, okay, because
Here we go. Let me see.
First things first,
I know.
the NFL, the NBA, and the NHL don't play in the summertime. So
Well,
it's got to be
NBA goes on till what? April, May.
Yeah.
June. No, June.
June.
Right.
They don't play in July.
No, they don't play in July.
August.
Right.
I'm gonna go.
But the season's going.
Is it
on
a holiday?
Huh?
Is it a holiday?
No, it's not a holiday. No holiday.
Okay, John Green said something. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Good Friday.
No.
Okay, wrong, John.
No.
It's 2 days.
It's 2 days.
It's 2 days.
I was gonna
John.
say the 4th of July, but you said it ain't a holiday.
No, it's not a holiday. It's not a holiday. So that's
All right, we give up.
okay.
I don't know when I am.
Passover
Did-
and much at home.
The day before the All-Star game, baseball, and the day after the All-Star game. There is no other major sports.
And that's what I said. The
Yeah.
other 3 sports don't play in
Right.
July.
The day before
so
the-
it had to be
before-
something like
before
that.
the
And I
baseball
wasn't
All-Star game.
thinking.
And the day after the All-Star
Right,
game,
right.
there was
the
no
rest
games.
Because the rest of them don't play.
They don't
Right.
play.
That was a whack trivia.
That
That
was negative.
He threw us
No,
off
it
with
was
that
good
pro
though.
sports.
It was good though. It was good.
He threw us off with the 3 pro
It was
sports.
Yeah.
good. I should have. I
I
don't
Yeah.
know. Right. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know why I wasn't thinking.
Wait
about
a
that.
second. Wait a second. Who's playing during the All-Star break? NBA. NHL.
Who's playing? Doing
Football.
They might be.
Play hockey.
Hockey's playing.
Hockey might
Hockey's
be.
playing.
Did you check?
February.
Did you check?
Yeah,
Did you
I
check?
Okay.
He
Okay.
didn't check that part.
No, hockey's playing.
Okay. Last question. Okay. Last question. 5 cities that won NBA titles that no longer have basketball in that city.
Seattle
Bro.
Supersonics.
Seattle was
Yeah.
one.
Bro.
You stole that from me.
12. I said
Syracuse.
NBA
Syracuse
championships.
Syracuse.
Syracuse is another one.
Yes.
So he just had to get that.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Him and his Syracuse. What was the name of the team?
Nationals.
Okay, very good.
Minnesota Lakers.
Calm down, yo.
Who?
Minnesota
you said-
Lakers.
you
They got a team in Minnesota.
They got a team
It's
in
Did they win
Timberwolves
the
now.
championship?
They have a team in
Did they win the championship?
No, he said they don't have a team
They
anymore
don't have a team anymore.
in that city.
This city.
Rochester Royals.
Very good, man. Oh,
Yeah, Mongo.
damn.
Oh,
The youngin knows something.
Hey, look
That's
at him.
it.
Look at him. Look
The
at him,
youngin
look at him.
knows
Yo, thanks for-
something.
Thanks for texting me, Greg.
There's 2 more. 2 more. Yes, sir.
Buffalo Braves.
No, Buffalo never won.
Just want to put it out there. Kansas City Omaha Kings. They never won either.
No.
they got to be way back, right?
Yeah, this is like the 60s and the late 50s.
Okay.
The Virginia Squires.
I think they won a title.
They did.
In the
Not no NBA title, they didn't.
No, not NBA.
Yeah.
Those are lifeline.
You ain't the youngest one
John
in here
Green said
now.
Rochester and the Baltimore Bullets.
Yes. Baltimore Mullers did.
John Green.
Baltimore.
Baltimore Bullets. And what did he say? What was the other one?
That's right.
He said Rochester.
He
He
said
said Baltimore.
Washington.
He said Rochester.
But I mean, he probably said it before he did because he.
Yeah.
I didn't even
type it
look.
up. I don't see it up there.
It's on my.
It's on his
timeline.
day.
It's one more.
Got one left.
One more, yeah. Baltimore Bullets, yes. 1961. Syracuse Nationals was 1955. Seattle Supersonics was 1979.
Cincinnati Royals.
That's a good question. That's a good one, but no.
What's wrong?
That's a good one, though. Rochester Royals was 1951. So this last one is anybody?
Throw us a lifeline. East, West Coast, something to say. Give us a
Player.
give
Player?
us
No.
give us-
I don't know nobody on that goddamn team.
What
Oh,
year
yeah, I
was
should
it?
know.
That's the hint right there. Oh.
In the 50s.
In the 50s.
Right.
no. Give us like West, East, something like that.
Probably was West.
In the 50s.
Probably.
Because you're not sure. You don't know how the
It wasn't that
divisions
many
was-
teams back
Right, it
then.
wasn't
Yeah, I
that.
know. That's what I'm
You don't
saying.
know how
Don't
many how the
know.
divisions was broken.
They
up.
only had like 11 teams back
Two
in the
Okay,
divisions, five
The,
divisions.
the nickname of this team is the nickname of this team is the Atlanta team.
Hawks.
Right. So
St. Louis.
there you go.
Ah,
St. Louis.
that's
Hawks.
right.
St. Louis
St. Louis
Hawks.
Hawks.
Bob Petty.
Bob
How about
Petty.
the
Right,
Negro
see?
League? How about the Negro League?
1958.
Wow, that
Right
was
there.
that was good. That was better than that other one.
No, the other one was slick though.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
Because
right.
because the
He
major
had
other
your mind
teams
thinking
throw
of the
you
other
off.
stuff.
I said.
Yeah, he had us think about the other stuff, other teams.
I bet you the WNBA playing.
They might have been.
Now it is.
But they not a. They said for a major.
Right,
They're not a
right.
major.
They're definitely not a major.
They're not a major.
And they only been this is what 20 something years.
Yeah.
20.
Right.
Okay.
20 something.
You know what I didn't know about the WNBA, they cut some of their first round picks. They
Yeah,
They do
cut
that.
first
I
round
didn't
picks
know
all
that.
the time.
Yes,
yeah,
they
they
do.
be cutting their picks.
All
They
the
Yes,
cut-
they
They
do.
only got how many?
I mean, on the
How
roster.
many teams is it?
What they have 2 rounds?
13.
They have 2 rounds or 1?
Two.
Yeah,
2 rounds. Right. But some of their
But
first round
if
picks
they
get
do
cut.
cut their
Shit,
first
man.
round picks,
That's
they're
why
not
they need
guaranteed.
more teams.
They
they coming.
added 2 more teams this year.
They added
One this year and I think one next
Next
year.
year.
Okay, I thought it was 2. My bad.
Well,
Yeah.
a lot of teams got cut before. Detroit Shots.
Right.
Houston Comics don't have a team. You
Right.
don't have
No,
a
they
team
dropped
anymore.
teams.
Yeah, they don't have the teams no more.
Right. So
Right.
you need more teams so more players can
But
play.
they do
Right.
got more teams than they had from the original.
Yes.
They got more teams now than what they started out with from the
But,
original.
Right,
okay, I get what you're saying, but are you saying that because those teams didn't they defunct because they wasn't getting
Yeah.
fans, the
yeah,
crowds?
yeah.
Now I know more people are going to see the games nowadays.
So Houston won the first 4 championships of the WNBA.
Right.
Yeah.
The comics, right? With
Right.
They
Right.
won the first 4. So people wasn't going to see the game.
No.
They talk about after a while.
After a while.
When they were good. When they
Right,
weren't
they were good, yes.
Then when they weren't good, they was losing so
Well,
much
they was
money they
losing.
couldn't keep them afloat.
Detroit won two
They won two,
championships,
too,
right?
yeah.
Because Lambert was one of the
Bill was
coaches.
the coach, right?
Right.
When
What's
they
it called?
first
Daughter was
when
on
they
the team.
first started,
Carl Malone's daughter.
the Liberty
She don't own
was
him.
playing at Madison Square Garden and getting good crowds.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
after about 3 or 4 years, they had to move them
Right.
to wherever it was that they started playing at.
Well, they
before
was
went to
upstate. They was
Barclays.
playing upstate because they
And-
renovated the garden.
And
And then they
Right,
didn't come
that's
back
what
there.
it-
not
that's
only that,
exact-
they wasn't drawing the crowds anymore.
No,
right.
Because the novelty was gone.
Yeah.
Right.
When it was new, you had all kind of
Everybody
people
was
going to
showing.
see
And
it.
Yeah,
they
the
was
garden
going to
showed
the
up. They did
championship.
show up
Right.
at the garden.
They was in the
They was in the
finals.
championship
Right.
a few
Yeah.
times, right?
Yeah. I used to go to.
I
I
mean,
went to a
it
couple
was
of those
peaks and
championship
valleys,
cups.
right? I
Yeah.
went to the All-Star game when they had it there at the garden.
Wasn't Rebecca
But it's
Lobo
picking-
on that team?
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
the first pick.
Yeah.
She was
For
the
them.
first pick of it, but it's picking up. It's picking up again.
Yeah.
Those cities where they come back, you never know.
Right.
Some of those cities, you never know. Because, like you said, there's more
Did they
players
put-
now.
They put one in
And if it
Vegas.
goes-
Did they?
The
Aces.
Aces.
No, I'm thinking. Yeah. my
No,
bad.
Golden
Yeah.
State. Golden State.
Golden State. That's
And
what-
another, and
Yeah.
it's another city that got one for I think for next year. Can't remember.
There's two teams next year. 2 more next year.
Two more.
There's
next
2
year?
more next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
But that's something like you said that you could be drafted in the first round and get cut.
And
I've
get
seen
cut.
that.
But
Yeah.
veteran
I've seen it.
people that on waiting to play are better than that first round pick. So why am I gonna take you when I can take a veteran that knows that plays better?
All right, so
I mean, yeah. I was surprised. I was reading. I was like,
And then
Yeah.
they go.
I noticed that
overseas
last
and
year.
play.
yeah.
It started like last year.
They go
then
overseas
before.
and play. Right. Yeah.
Or they hook up with another team.
Right. It
They
might.
get
It might
because it
get
gives
picked
them
up by
time. They
somebody
get
else.
time. If they get cut
John
now, they
Green
get
said
time to hook
Toronto
up with another
next
team.
year.
Toronto.
Toronto?
And
Toronto.
somebody
Okay.
else.
So let's go back to who's going to win tonight, the second game. And
Who's
it's
that?
Minnesota and Golden State.
Oh, Minnesota's winning.
So you don't think that they stand a chance to get
don't think
back
that-
in the
I don't
mix?
think
It's
Golden
hard to
State's
win
won
without.
another
It
game.
was hard for them to win with Steph. Without Steph, I
They
think it's
won.
even
They
hard.
won the first game.
They
without
did pull it out. They got lucky. They pulled it out, but
I
in
don't
a
think they
long
won another
series,
game.
I don't
No.
think they could win without.
They don't
Steph
have
like that.
enough.
So, all right. So I guess I'm the only one who go to state.
Are you picking Golden State?
No, I picked Golden State. I said that.
I
Before.
think they're gonna get.
I
to
said they was the most
game
dangerous
6.
team in the playoffs.
And
With
see
without
if-
Steph?
With Steph.
Oh,
Yeah, but they don't got him right now.
Yeah, but I got to stick
I
with my
think
pick.
he's
I ain't gonna
gonna.
switch.
I think he's gonna make it
you
back.
could be on the fence
And
like him.
If
I'm
if
not
they
switching.
don't make it back,
JB still
then
there.
it's gonna
If
be
they lose
4-1.
tonight,
Right.
he's gonna have to try to come back the next
Right.
game. There ain't no game 6.
And he ain't gonna be
Yeah, but
totally healthy.
right. The hamstring is going to be there.
I wouldn't even.
But
take
they
the
said the
chance.
hamstring is not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
it's not that bad. The hamstring that he pulled is not. It's not a real deep hamstring pull.
Okay.
So, because if anything, usually with that, you be out for the whole thing. For him, it
Shout out
wouldn't
to
even be
Keith
talk for him
Parker
coming
watching.
back. They said it wasn't. It
They
wasn't
got
a
to
real
win,
bad
like you said though. They got to win. If they win,
Right.
if
If they
they
win
can hold
tonight,
them
then they
off.
gonna hold him off to game 6.
Yeah.
If they lose tonight, he gonna have to come
What
back
time
game
is the
5.
lottery day tonight?
7
o'clock.
7 o'clock. Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah, it's coming. Kid.
You ain't getting it. For
Yo, be easy, man.
Stop. Man.
I ain't
Stop.
getting Giannis. I'm not getting
You not-
Cooper
Shout out to
Flag.
Keith and Kevin
We not
Parker,
getting
the
top
Parker
3
brothers
picks.
on.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
all
the
I
place
want.
to go to.
Give me a top 3.
Yeah,
I don't
just
even
give me
care
Ace
about
or
Cooper.
I would love
Dylan
to
or
see you.
Ace.
You
I'm
can
not
take
worried.
Ace Bailey. Go get
I
Ace
can even
Bailey.
take 4. 'Cause
Take
I don't
Ace
mind
Bailey.
getting
All right.
BJ Edgecombe either.
Get
Right.
Ace
One
Bailey.
of them
Take,
cats.
get,
Don't worry about
get
what
Ace
we
Bailey,
gonna do,
Get
man.
Ace Bailey, man.
Worry about Boston
Yeah,
right
Ace
now.
Bailey's gonna be better than Cooper Flag in the pros.
Maybe that.
Oh, he will be.
Okay.
I predict that. He's
predict
gonna
that?
be better than him.
Even
He's a better
even though you're
shooter.
wearing that NC State hat.
Yeah, it don't
Okay.
matter.
I like
NC
what
State
you're going
had
too.
it.
I like that kid. I like Harper's son, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
Harper's
no,
not
he's
bad.
good.
He's gonna be good.
It's gonna be
I think
curious.
he's gonna be good.
It's gonna be very curious of who they actually do pick if they get the top.
You know where you're gonna wind up getting? You're gonna wind up getting that guy from Duke, the shooter from Duke. That's what you're gonna wind up getting.
Who was that?
Kanuku.
Oh, okay.
That's what
okay,
you're gonna
okay,
wind up
okay.
getting.
I was surprised he came out.
I am
was
too.
surprised.
I would have stayed.
He's a good player,
Did
though.
Queen
but I
come
was
out?
surprised.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
when you think about it, it's like a money situation.
Yes, it is.
Why? Even if you could go through the NIL and make money, but you can make more money in the pros.
Yeah.
So you fulfill your 1 year obligation in college, unless you think you.
Well, they get a they get a
Trump your game
3-year
up.
deal if you're a
Yeah.
first round pick.
Yeah, usually
Right.
3 years.
You know they said this draft only got 106 players because of the NIL. It's getting less
Less players coming out.
Only 106.
See, my whole
For those
thing.
borderline
but
guys, I would stay in
You
school.
only got 60 picks.
Right,
So
right.
106 means that 46 guys.
Yeah,
They
after
gonna
2
do
rounds,
it.
that's
Right.
it.
Right. And those borderline players, like whether I might get drafted high or not,
Right.
let me stay in college.
Yeah, stay and
another
make that
year.
money.
I would.
That's why I think
Shell
that
Thompson,
kid from St. John's, Louise, is gonna go back to college. I don't think he's gonna.
He ain't coming back to St. John's.
No, he can't come back
Right.
to St. John's, but he could get a spot somewhere.
Somewhere else. And the other guy from Connecticut, he withdrew himself from the draft too.
That's good. 'cause
Sometimes
now-
it's better to stay for me. I say, if you're not a surefire
right,
first round pick,
Right.
and you know you're going to step in and get some run, if you're going to be on the bench in the pros that don't, because after your first contract, you'll wind yourself out the league,
Out the
and that'd
league.
be it.
right.
That's what
Sometimes
happened
it's
with
better to
Bronny.
stay. Yeah, sometimes it's better to stay
That's
And
what
get
happened with
better.
Bronny
And
James.
get better,
Right,
right?
get better for 4 years.
Yeah.
I would
You
stay
know,
the 4
everybody can't
Well,
do that one and
You
done.
want Bronny James, man?
Huh?
You want Bronny James?
No.
Why not?
Let
Why
him
not,
stay
man?
where he
You
at.
know what?
Let him stay where he at.
Why not, man?
Stop asking me them.
Long as LeBron playing, Bronny
He got a spot. He got a job.
That's right.
He got a
LeBron
3-year
might
deal.
play.
Was it a
I don't
4-year
want
deal?
no
3 or
drama
4
over
year
there.
deal,
I don't
right?
want none of that
He got a
drama.
4-year deal.
Guaranteed money.
Ain't that crazy?
The problem with guys staying for more
Guaranteed.
than a
4-year
year
deal.
is that
Hey.
you always got guys coming out of high school that's
Behind you.
going to be
Yeah.
drafted early, and so these guys got the potential. Once you start going to college and you're doing 3-4 years in college, they look at you as an old man.
Yeah,
Because
but you
now you start your career at 24 instead of at 21.
right, but
or
you could be
whatever.
more polished though.
You could be, but they're not gonna look at it that way.
Well,
They're just gonna look that you just was very good in
Right,
college,
right,
but you
right.
not. They're looking for potential. They're no longer looking for a guy.
Yeah,
who
but then
can
you
play.
I
get
think
cut.
that guy,
But
what's
then
going
you
to hurt
get-
himself
you-
for
you
staying
might
that
not
long.
Make the cut.
The kid, the guy Love, who was at North Carolina, and went to
Caleb.
Arizona.
Yeah,
Oh, he went to
should've
Caleb
left. He should have left.
He should have left when he came when he was
Right,
at North
first
Carolina
round.
when he was hot.
Exactly.
Because I think he hurt his stat.
He
thing
took
down.
a step back. Yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely
I
did.
think he took a step
Shout
back.
out to Sade Murdoch who's watching. So that's crazy. So there's less money, even if you stay with the NIL. If you go pro, you're making that
First
3 to
round,
5
yeah.
million.
First round, you make good
But-
money.
But $1 million is $1 million. If you ain't
Sure.
got it. Yeah. That's how I'm looking at it. Like
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
all these kids ain't
So how
privileged.
come you said what's it going when I sent the thing out to text about Michael Graham and he hit the lotto for me? You said that ain't that much, but it's like
But
now you just saying $1
Hold
million,
up, Michael.
$1 million
Oh, you said
from
Michael.
Georgetown. Remember the big bill?
Oh, Michael.
Right. I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you was like, damn, that ain't that money, but at least
No,
$1
I
million
said,
it's more
but
than what
at
me and
least-
you got.
Right, and I said that.
You know what I'm saying?
I
But
said
you,
at least it's
you made it
something.
seem like it ain't no
Nah,
money.
I said at
If
least-
you ain't got
at
$1
least
million,
it's
you would
something.
take $1 million right now.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I said at least.
Why
it's
you
something.
sounding like you want to club him? Are you delirious?
Yeah, the way he said
I
that.
said at least.
Yeah, like,
I said at least.
one of
it's
them
something.
bees.
That's what I said.
if you won $1 million off the lotto, right, you'd be happy as
Right.
hell right now.
Right.
What are you talking about?
But
He
you gonna
was like,
always-
oh, that ain't a lot of money.
You know,
It's $1 million he ain't had.
yeah, that's true. But you know the other
I
factor
said at least
too
it's something.
that hurts these kids now.
What?
You got these kids from Europe coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of
And they
guys
play
that are-
pros
that are-
at 16,
right, they
17
play
years
pro at
old.
16.
Yeah.
That's true.
And they
Yeah.
getting drafted at 19 in the NBA because
Yeah.
they already been showing themselves playing against grown men.
True that.
And that hurts a lot of these kids
Yeah.
too now.
So
So
my-
you got a lot of Europeans that's projected to be first rounders again this year.
And it's funny, you don't hear about these guys until the draft.
Until the draft.
Until the
You
draft.
never
Until the
see
draft.
nothing about
Right.
it, man.
That's how we
You
found
heard
out
about you heard about Wembanyama.
Yeah,
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 he's a
yeah.
freak.
But that's how we
Right.
found
But
out
other than
about.
that, you really don't.
That's how we found out about Porzingis. We ain't know. Nobody knew who that guy was. A lot of us did.
Yeah, we didn't. I mean, because we don't get to see those.
Yeah.
Giannis, Joker. You don't hear about
Right.
what they doing
Not
in
when
Europe.
they was over there
None of them
playing. No.
guys.
So do y'all think it's theater basketball if they stretch it like I'm saying Golden State might win to stretch it to 6? If the Knicks, if Boston even it up, me and Kurt will be so dejected because it'll be 2-2 or
You talking about the
if-
networks or the league?
you know, right, the league, right.
The league is loving that. The league want that. They want 7-game series.
Right.
course, they
And
make
so
more
do
money.
we.
Hey,
Well,
I
not the
mean,
Knicks fans. They
more
want
games
sweeps.
you put out there on TV, more money they make.
Yeah, if it go to 7, I'll be
Knicks
happy
in.
as long as they win.
Right.
Knicks in
As long
5.
as
I want
Hey,
to
what
sweep.
it
If
is.
it's
As long
my
as they
team,
win, that's all
I
I
want
care about.
obliteration.
I don't want that.
I don't want no scary.
You don't
no
see too
blowout.
many sweeps too many times.
Yeah, you don't.
man.
Right,
It's
I don't-
hard.
yeah, that's not
It's
good.
hard to sweep a team.
Right.
But at this, the first round, maybe. Not at this stage.
And also,
Yeah.
you know what
Not
else
at
it
this
shows?
stage.
KC swept Memphis and
Right.
Cleveland swept
But it-
Miami.
it
Yeah, I can
shows
see
you-
the first round, but not where you at
They
now to
got
get
rid of
sweeps.
pretenders and
Yeah,
now it's
right.
real.
Yeah.
But it shows you it shows you there ain't really that
Sorry.
much of difference between a 60-win team and a 55-win team. They right there next to each other.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Even though he got a 10-game.
You win 50 games is you good, man.
Yeah.
It's good. That's a good team.
So you say it's second round series, you can't get swept.
I'm not saying you can't.
It's harder.
What I said is harder, is what I'm
You
saying.
said earlier that Boston will win the next 4 games.
That's not sweeping them, though.
Right.
No, but I don't think they win 4.
Okay, but that's not sweeping them, though. No, I hear you. I hear you. Listen, and listen. I don't know if you heard what I said after that. I don't know if you're going to be if you come back here. But if they win another game, I will come here on the show and apologize. I will come here on the show and apologize.
Time out.
No, listen. He said
I said I
I
would
thought you were gonna
apologize.
walk in barefooted like Paul Pierce.
Huh?
he said that to me in a whisper.
I'm a man of
I
my
ain't
word.
saying it out loud.
I thought you said you was gonna walk here like Paul.
No, I'm not doing no Paul Pierce. I'm not
Paul
doing that.
Pierce lied.
He's
He said he's gonna walk.
barefoot, and he didn't walk barefoot.
Right.
He just
He
said
didn't
that.
walk barefoot.
Hold on. 15 miles in a row, barefoot.
Yeah, that's what he
That's
said.
what he said.
He didn't
That's what
walk-
he said.
He didn't walk barefoot.
Yeah, I know.
And he ain't walked no 15 miles.
Right. Did he have a robe on?
He had a robe on.
Okay.
And he was barefooted. They showed the picture. of him
Yeah?
running off, but
I don't think he
No,
did all of that stuff.
He
Right?
came out and showed his feet. Then he put his
KG
sneakers
dropped him
on.
off. You see KG drive past him. He
Oh,
dropped him
yeah?
off down the road. You ain't see that?
I
Yeah,
thought he forgot about it.
he dropped him
'Cause
off
I
down the block.
I didn't
Get
believe
outta
him to do it. I didn't believe him. 50 miles is no joke, yo.
there.
Walking,
That's
That's a lot.
50 miles is
that's
no joke.
That's a
You
couple
said,
of
hey,
hours.
You said you apologize if the Knicks win
If-
another game.
If they win another game, I'll come on here and I apologize.
What
I ain't
about-
got
See,
no problem with
nobody,
that.
see, nobody
What about
heard
for
you.
being
You said that to
delusional?
me.
But did you hear me?
You whispered
But did you hear me? So am I lying? Did I say it? You heard me, so I said it.
Yo, we can set it up right now for y'all, man. We can set it up right here, right now for
When he
y'all.
said it,
Yeah, I said it. I apologize if they don't do it. It's okay.
he whispered it loudly.
He just
Whispered it
he like,
loudly, okay?
you know how Monk always got
Yeah,
to
I
put
know
something in
Monk
the game,
always
man.
gotta put something.
I whistle like you always got to put something in the game.
Cleveland is down 3-1. They done?
No, they done.
They done.
done.
Think so?
They
Cleveland's
done.
done.
They
They
done.
gonna win too.
They ain't not beating any.
Cleveland win too?
You beat. They gonna beat three in a
I
row.
think they done.
You think they could beat Indiana in 3 in a row? I think they done the
Yeah,
next
I
game.
go with that.
I think they done the next game.
Yeah.
I think they done.
Especially like I said, if Donovan Mitchell
I don't-
can't play, it's over. And if he does play, it still might be over.
I think
don't
it's over.
I
They
think
done.
they took the heart
Indiana's
out.
no joke, bro.
They took the heart
The
out.
next
of
game is in
Indiana's
Indiana too, right?
No, it's in Cleveland.
No, the next one's in Cleveland.
Two.
But
That's right, that's
they
right,
took
that's
the
right.
heart out of
Yeah.
them guys.
That's right. It's 3-1. That's right.
They demoralized. They got
Yo,
not
they
only
just
did they get
embarrassed
beat,
them.
they
Yeah,
got
they
beat by 40 something
They
points.
embarrassed
They
them.
did embarrass them.
They
And
embarrassed
that's hard to come back from
They
anyway.
stepped right
And
on
you
their
down
neck,
3-1.
Right on their neck.
What's Kenny
And
doing?
it got worse. After that push, that DeAndre Hunter, it just got worse
It's
right
bad.
after that.
What's
man.
Kenny
It's
doing?
bad.
There you go with Kenny.
You know you want Kenny
man.
back, man. You know you. Want
What's Kenny doing?
You know you want Kenny back.
Kenny
That's the
alone,
last
man.
time y'all was good.
He took it like a
Stop it
man.
all.
That's the last time y'all was good.
Good.
It's when they know he was
Vaughn
there.
was there.
Who?
Vaughn.
Jacques Vaughn was there the last
No, he
time we
wasn't.
was
No, he
good.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
we
he
was.
No, he
We had
wasn't.
Harden,
They
Kyrie,
No,
and
he
They
wasn't.
still had Kyrie.
They was good.
Stop
They
it.
still had Kyrie in there.
Knock it off, Todd.
They was good.
Kyrie didn't even play the whole season, man. What are you
We
talking
still was
about? man?
good. We still was good. We didn't need Kyrie. We needed Kyrie for the playoffs. We didn't need him for regular season.
We
was
got
good.
Kyrie and Durant talking about, no, we don't want that coach. We don't want that coach. We want you. Come on, Nash.
Listen.
I
Matter
tell
of
you-
fact, we was good when Nash was there too.
Nash didn't do nothing.
We was good though.
Well, you-
You forget when you
I ain't forget.
You
I
forget
saw it.
Kenny's last season.
His big
he
ass
had a
feet
lose.
stepped on the line and
Listen,
shit.
Kenny's last season, we was about 10 games under 500. His last season.
Who, Nash?
No, Kenny.
Because them guys didn't want him to coach.
What are you talking about? They wasn't there yet. He was losing when we
Y'all
got
make the
them.
playoffs? Y'all made the playoffs.
Come on, that's the East, man. You can make the playoffs under
Oh, no,
500.
right. Those are the games they didn't sell out.
So wait,
Remember that, right?
So wait.
Hold
So
on.
you said that's the East. You can make the playoffs. So why, like the guy said on TV the other day or on something, why did everyone talk about how many times LeBron went to the conference finals? He was in the East, so he could easily win.
Well,
They don't say that.
That's
about
Todd's
nobody
argument.
else.
Todd
I'm
got
just saying.
No, it's different. It's different when your team is 50,
I'm
60
going to
wins.
the bathroom.
That's one. Check that.
Yeah,
Check that off.
yeah,
Check that off.
Now, that's for Mungo because Mungo doesn't realize he left.
Check yourself.
Mungo thinks coach is still in the seat.
I know. He don't even see him get up
You
and
don't
go,
even see him
right?
get up.
Next
So-
thing you know, yeah, he went 5 times. You didn't see him?
And Mungo's just sit here talk about Kenny Atkinson so much that everything else gets blanked out.
No, but what I'm saying is true. They had a losing
What was
record
that word
before
you used for him?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
delusional.
Only him?
Delusional.
Yeah, you know.
No, in his case,
Listen,
it's not
we gonna-
delusional. He's just straight up crazy.
we're gonna
But-
find out in an hour or two.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
We gonna
That's
Sure,
right. That's right.
Sure.
That's right. We need that top 3. That's all we need.
I ain't mad at top 3.
That's all we need.
I ain't mad at top 3 and Giannis.
Top 3. No, top 3 will get us Giannis because we're gonna have to use that pick to
give
get
it up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
give
gonna
it
have to
up.
give that pick up. But I don't care if we could get Giannis for the 3rd pick. I don't care. I'll take it
Makes
all
sense.
day. All day.
Let me ask you this question: Who's the surprise in the playoffs this year? What teams?
The Knicks and Golden State.
Yeah, the Knicks for sure.
No,
You
I
said the
don't-
Knicks
They have
go-
2 to 1.
no.
Thank you.
Pacers.
Thank
right.
you.
Pacers.
Thank you.
Pacers is the
They-
surprise.
But you know what?
They a 4th seed. They was there. They went to the
And-
Eastern
and-
Conference
but they-
Finals last year.
And not only that,
Still a surprise.
they're surprised because we just didn't pay attention because they had the 3rd best record in the NBA after the All-Star
All-Star
break.
break. That's right.
They played.
was a
They
constant,
were
right?
playing well.
They
It's
have,
just that they started off so
Slow.
bad
They
that
started off
everybody
slow.
looked at
Yeah.
and
Right.
said, "Oh, they not real."
yeah,
But they got
started
real.
off slow. Yes, they
They
did.
got real,
Right. They record don't show. what
and a
they-
lot of it had
what
to
they
do
are.
with Halliburton having been hurt.
Right.
When he came back, they became a whole different team. That kid is a player.
They got a not according
Unlike
to Kurt.
coaches,
I don't know.
yeah.
Not according to Kurt.
Yeah,
Wait till he
Kurt
come back.
don't like Halliburton.
I don't know why he don't like
Right.
Halliburton.
That's what I said.
The guy make big shots. He
I would
runs the
take
team.
Hallie,
Plays
kid.
good. I don't know why he don't like.
Was he 6'5", 6'6"?
What'd you call him?
I'm
Halliburton.
taking Hallie.
They got a very athletic team.
They do.
That team they got is very athletic.
Push the ball up.
Even
court.
what you call Obi, he looking good.
Yeah.
Playing with them, he's looking.
Oh, you saw the reverse?
Yeah,
Mhm.
He emulated Dr. J
No, he
45
So
years
let me
ago.
Almost.
No, not even an almost. Like Kenny Smith said, Dr. J was holding the ball like this. He was like that. Cuts it down right there.
But hold on.
You must be talking about your boy.
Yo.
yeah, you already know.
Yo.
We already
Kenny
know.
had the ball like this.
He's looking very good in that Indiana uniform. But we was talking about your boy. We was talking about your boy Halliburton
did.
first, though.
That was the first thing.
I said,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Hold up.
Yeah.
So you became a Sixers fan when Dr. J went there? You was a Sixers fan before that.
Before that.
Before then?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I just like
Who was on that team?
What, you
before
like
him?
the color, the red and the white and the
Tony
blue?
was there.
But that was during Dr. J's time. Who was on that team before Dr.
I don't know.
Billy Cunningham, Hal Greer.
Yeah, how good?
Michael Walker.
He was
Sr.
a baby
Shout out
back
to
then.
him.
Yeah.
During that
Yeah,
time.
he's-
Yeah.
watching
The
game.
Kangaroo Kid, Billy Cunningham.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. 70, hold on. 70, 80,
He like that
12
red,
years
white,
old.
blue.
Right.
You You can watch the games at 12 years old.
Yeah.
So you could.
It wasn't that many games on TV back then.
That's true
going
too.
to watch games. My aunt lived in Philly,
okay,
so I
okay.
went
You used to go to games.
See, there you
Oh,
go.
So
Well, that's what made you
that's
like him.
funny.
Your arms was taking you to the games. I get it.
Let me ask this question.
You didn't look too dejected when we went to that Nick Philly game.
Harder, when was that?
Okay.
Just saying.
Let me ask this question since both teams we just talked about the Pacers. So if the Pacers and the Knicks get to the next
Eastern
round,
Conference.
who y'all got?
The Nets. I mean, the Pacers.
You got the Pacers?
I'm on Surfside. F the Knicks.
Because like you said, they playing the best basketball in the second half.
Yo,
That's gonna be a good.
if
series.
you
That's
can,
an interesting
okay,
game.
I can say this
what was their record in the regular season?
against Indiana.
Yeah, what was it?
Come on, look it up, stat boy.
Still, how about Google guy, man?
Good
That
Do
boy-
your
You
job.
want to brought it up.
That's not my
That
job.
boy-
You want me to touch the machine? You want me
Your
to touch
job
the
is
machine?
anything we tell you to do, you do. That's your job.
Yo, this probation is too ongoing, man.
That boy-
That'll be interesting. It'll be a good series.
I think it was 2-2, if I'm not mistaken.
We're gonna find out in a
Y'all get
minute.
2 games. That was 2 games apiece or 5 games?
Look it up. You ain't looking up there. Yo, if you could slow Indiana down, you can beat them.
You would have to. You gotta slow
You
them
have
down.
to slow them down.
You
You,
gotta
can't
slow
let
them
them,
Pacers had that.
Yeah.
like, yo, or get
Up
caught
and
up
up.
in that running up and down the court.
No.
The Pacers were 1-2 against the Knicks this year.
Oh, so they had 3
They
games.
only played
Yeah,
3
3
games.
games.
Yeah.
They not in that conference.
The last couple
Right.
of years,
Okay.
the Knicks owned Indiana. The Knicks out.
Uh,
But they-
Slow the ball down.
Right.
Slow it down.
Excuse me, what happened last year in the playoffs?
We lost.
We got hurt.
Y'all was up 2-0,
We were there.
and what happened?
Guys got hurt
Got hurt.
Yeah.
in that series. Yeah.
But you lost.
Yeah, we did lose. Yeah.
That's the same excuse when I told you that Boston could have been up 3-0, but it didn't happen.
Nobody got hurt.
Exactly.
Nobody got
But
hurt.
It didn't happen.
Nobody got
But
hurt.
you didn't
though.
win.
But nobody got
But
hurt.
you didn't win.
But no, we saying we didn't win.
Okay. And I'm looking forward to y'all losing fourth now too.
Twisted Robinson ankle. And he was gone.
What's it?
Joel
Embiid.
Yeah, right. And Randall got hurt.
Why is it when you bring
Randall
up
was
Kyrie and
Right, he got
James
hurt,
Harden
yeah.
being hurt in the
OG
playoffs,
got
hurt.
it don't matter.
Right.
But when the Knicks lose, it mattered that they got hurt. But when the Nets did it, it don't
Right.
matter.
The
Right.
Nets. What
Yeah,
Nets?
when we lost in the playoffs,
When
because Kyrie and Harden
got
wasn't. As far as you concerned, it didn't matter.
Right.
That
Don't
we weren't
matter.
going to win
It
anyway.
don't matter,
We
man.
weren't going to win
No,
anyway.
but you wasn't gonna win.
You guys
anyway.
are hard. These guys are
Ain't
hard.
nobody going to the
They
net
are.
game. Yo, my thing is, how you have
Doesn't
playoff
matter.
games and you can't sell
I
them
can't wait
out
till this draft is over.
in the Barclays? Come on.
And
They
my
can't
thing
even
is,
sell the Barclays
and my
out,
thing
man.
is the Knicks are a bunch of sellouts because that's all they do is sell out games, but they don't win nothing.
And
They
neither do the
win a
Nets.
championship.
And neither do the Nets.
But we
What?
your trivia
What?
question that you pull off.
Oh,
last
the
week-
one
Oh,
I
yeah,
still
last
got
week,
it.
right?
Yeah. Let me.
Oh, I missed
Wait,
that.
wait,
What
wait,
was
Yeah,
it?
let him
Here you
don't
go.
say
Here you
that.
go. No,
I
there
missed
you
that.
go.
Let
There
him
you go.
say it.
I
There you
missed
go.
that. What was it?
NBA team that's been to the finals more than twice since 2000 without winning, and that was only one team.
The Nets.
Right.
Right.
But he could have said since 1995.
I said
Who else would have
2000.
been in it?
Right.
I said
Who else would have been
2000.
in
You
it?
said 2000.
He
Yeah.
said 2000.
But the
talking
question,
about-
the question
He's
was
always
2000.
But my thing is,
The question was
next
He's
week,
talking it up.
next week, if
He's
the
talking-
Knicks mess around and lose this
He
series,
did.
I'm gonna come in and ask you who's the
did.
only team to
He
lose a
did.
2-0 lead 2
Yeah, he
years
did.
in a row. And let me see the answer to that one.
It's the Knicks.
That'll be the
Yo,
next.
we gonna make
Right.
our own
But
trivia.
guess what?
Right,
Guess
we're gonna
what?
beat you at your
I'd
own
rather
limit.
be in it than not in it.
Hey,
I'd rather be in it than not in it.
Yo,
D Nice said Serge going
That's what's
in.
been in it.
Right.
Because they lost to
99.
the
Houston.
Rockets and the San
Yeah,
Antonio.
94,
But because he
99.
went 2000,
Yeah.
he got slicked.
Y'all lost to the Spurs too. What are you talking about?
Yes, we
That's
did.
not the
Oh,
point.
okay.
That's
The
not
point
the
is,
point.
You shaved
okay.
off
Your trivia
years.
question
You shaved off
was
years.
slick because you went to 2000.
That's the way the question was
No, it
was
wasn't.
set up.
No,
I
it
didn't
wasn't.
set it up
Stop
that
it.
way.
Stop it.
I can show you the question. I didn't set it up
You
that
could
way.
have changed it, but you wasn't going to. 'Cause then it would have been 2 teams that
Yo,
you
you
would
killing
Guess
me.
what?
You killing me.
I'd rather be
He's
lose.
killing me
I'd
right
rather
now.
be in the playoffs and lose than not be in the playoffs.
Here we go.
So y'all can sit there and talk all you want. Y'all not in the
Okay.
playoffs.
All right.
And when you get your draft picks, you still won't be in
Oh,
the
you wanna
draft
be careful.
pick. I'm
Be
saying it
careful.
now. I'm saying it now. What's today's date?
Be careful.
What's today's date? May what?
May 12th.
May 12th. You won't be in the playoffs next year.
Be careful.
All right,
All right,
so
Jason.
we will be back on the 19th, and
Be careful.
just in case,
I'm saying it. I'm saying it
just in
now.
case
Careful,
after
we in
the
the East.
You already
draft,
said it.
Be careful. We're in the
Surge and Surge and the
50
Relic
get us
hang
in there.
themselves, and the Knicks don't make it.
Yo, 30 and 52 will get us in there. Be careful.
Barefoot.
Apologizing for. Nah, I didn't say barefoot. I just said I would apologize. I ain't say
I
barefoot.
think I did hear.
I ain't say barefoot.
That's what we heard.
Yo, he can come with his sneakers on.
Yeah, he does do that.
Yo, he can drive to work with no shoes on. I mean, he can drive here with no shoes
We gonna
on.
park 2 blocks away.
Damn, it's hot and shit, man. Shit.
Walk around.
I see Mongo riding past.
Boop, boop. Yeah.
No, Mongo and them gonna attempt to hang themselves if the Nets come in 7th in the
Yo,
draft.
Mongo, hold on. Yo, you got to keep your promise, son. Keep your promise.
You stupid.
They got the Mongo and Serge are gonna take the gas pipe if the Nets come in. And me and Coach probably hang them up also.
So hold on.
What's
We guarantee what's my
what's
We
the Knicks
guarantee
poll?
6.
All right. So
What you say?
if we could get,
We guarantee 6.
So if we could get
No
past
less
6,
than-
5, and 4,
no less than
I'm
6.
happy.
You mean you guarantee 6?
We can't.
That
We can
can't
only
be
move
less-
up to the top 3. We can't go no further down.
Oh,
than the
Right,
sixth pick.
right. So we got
So we got at least a 6th pick, and even there we guarantee the player because
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a deep
Oh, yeah,
draft.
yeah,
yeah.
This
So-
is one of the
it's pretty
deepest
good.
drafts in history.
So in other
So
words,
and we got 4 first-round picks.
Right.
So even if we don't get the top 3, we can still tell
top
Milwaukee,
heavy. The
we'll
draft is
give you
top heavy.
all our Knicks picks.
The draft
For
is top
Giannis.
heavy. The draft is top heavy. Stop
It's
it.
not that
Because
top
after
heavy.
after 10, you couldn't name me one guy else.
Walter
Well,
Clayton might drop out of top 10.
Listen, that's where the GM.
And
That's where
Jerry
the
Queen
GM
might
plays
drop
a part.
out of the
Yeah,
top
you
10.
hope. You hope.
No,
Listen.
there's guys that's not top
So-
10 guys that
Yeah.
still gonna be down
So
there.
this
I'm
is not-
telling you,
so
it's
this-
And like
a
you
deep
said,
draft.
there might be a European guy getting
Right,
picked.
there's
this is not-
Europeans.
This
They
is
do
what's
get in
not
there.
gonna
It
happen.
puts us. It puts.
That the Nets
American
won't get the
players
7th pick, so Serge and
We can't
Tolly
get
got
the
nothing to
7th
worry
pick.
about.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
me and
Serge
Mungo ain't got
Mongo
nothing to worry about.
Right,
No,
we can't get
we
the 7th
good.
pick.
We good.
So we good right now.
Don't let the GM pick. Don't. That's
No,
all I say.
but this is what
Don't
I'm
let
saying.
the GM pick a player, man.
I
Because
already told you
he'll
what I
take
want.
you right out the
I
draft.
already
Yeah,
told you
yeah,
what
I
I
know.
want.
Don't let him pick.
You can't mess up the top 3, 4, 5, 6 picks. You can't mess that up.
Don't know. Those guys can.
You
mess
can.
Up. Not you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Not them.
I'm not
Hey,
messing
Remember,
that
you
up.
was the guy
you
who all
can.
year was wanted to pick Denham.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was beginning of the year.
But
That was the beginning of the year.
look to what happened.
You know what I'm saying? There's still other
He
point
shot
guards.
himself out of the top 10.
There's other point guards that's.
That was that guy from BYU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all he kept
Oh
talking
no,
about.
I was also
That's
talking.
the
No, that's
European
not
guy,
true.
right?
That's not true.
That's all you
the
kept talking
European
about.
guy was talking about the European guy.
Yeah, I know
too.
you was right.
Right. There was 2 guys.
Who's the European guy?
I forgot. I gotta look him up. I forgot.
You can't even remember his name.
Yeah, I forgot.
Man, come on.
You
Was
right.
it
Don't let
Marcel-
don't let
was it
Mungo
Marcel-
pick.
No, not no GM.
let
I wouldn't
him
let him pick. I wouldn't let him
Yo, don't worry
I
about
wouldn't
me.
let him
So-
pick.
I'm gonna make
I'm the one.
I'm gonna
Go
make
ahead,
sure
go
he's
ahead. I ain't
nowhere
gonna
near
say
the
that.
draft on that day.
Thank you, man.
I don't even want him in the building.
Thank you.
Yo, just stay home.
Listen,
Yeah,
listen.
exactly.
Question for you guys.
Uh-huh.
Do y'all still? What do y'all think about the Denver OKC series? Who's coming out of there?
That's a tough. That's a tough.
OKC better win that.
I think Denver gonna win the next game.
I'm saying the whole. So who you think coming out?
I still want OKC to come out.
Yeah, I know.
I think
That's
they
a
playing
tough.
them now.
That's a very tough series, man.
No, they playing.
The next game is at OKC.
Oh, okay, my
Game
bad.
5 is
Yes,
OKC.
and I
OKC.
think OKC.
I think
They better win that game.
I think OKC
They-
saved themselves yesterday when they won that game 4.
Yeah.
Because had they lost that
That
game,
was-
then
that
I would have
was
said
done.
they would have been in trouble. But
Yeah.
2-2, you don't got your home court advantage back.
Right, yeah.
And I think they're gonna win game 5. They might have to go 7, but
Yeah.
I think they saved themselves by winning yesterday.
That's a very good series, though.
Yeah, that's one of the
I'm
few.
glad.
Yeah, that's
glad
a
it's
very
good
good
too.
series.
They banged.
Yeah. What's comes in the battle, and I didn't think he'd be like
You
I
know
said.
what killed me? Now,
was
what
Castro.
did they say about Malone? Why they fired him?
Illinois kid.
Yeah, that's who.
What did they say? Why Malone got fired?
Because he wouldn't play. He wouldn't
wasn't
play the
playing the
young
young
guys.
Right, and they still not playing.
No,
them
they're
that
not
much.
playing nobody.
They said he lost the locker room
They're
too.
playing 6 guys.
They said
Yeah,
he.
that was part of it too.
They
but
said he
always-
lost the locker room.
That's always a built-in
Yeah.
excuse.
That's what they said.
That's an easy way.
And they still not playing him. So I mean, you know that
When they say he lost the locker room, that means you probably lost Jokic.
Yeah,
Because
because
once
that's
you
the
lose
main
Jokic
guy.
and Murray, right?
That's
If
the
you
main
lose
guy.
those two,
One of
then
those two
you're
guys,
done,
right.
And I think they they said Jokic, he vouched for the Joker, you know, for the fireman and for the guy
Yeah.
they put in play. He vouched for the guy.
I'm
So,
surprised because
yeah.
that coach won your help win y'all
yeah,
championship.
and he's a good coach. I think he's a good
He
coach.
gonna get a job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he probably take over for Thibodeau.
Yeah, you hope.
Go.
That's what I said yesterday.
He from
Yeah.
New York.
He got to go.
Like he from New York.
You hope.
Yeah.
Well, not really. I don't know if that's gonna work. But you
Dude,
know, they
But
say that
the Knicks is a little frugal. They're not gonna try to pay two coaches at the same time. So that's why I don't think Thibodeau's going nowhere. He just signed a
He just
3-year
signed that
extension.
contract. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
They're not like the Pistons that get rid of coaches every
And Phoenix.
3 months.
And
Yeah,
Phoenix.
yeah.
Phoenix got 5 coaches on
Ain't
the
that
payroll.
crazy?
What's it called? Getting 2 paychecks with 2 different teams,
Like-
and he's chilling.
Uh,
Monty Williams.
Ain't that
He ain't got
Chilling.
that. He ain't got to
I
work
remember that.
again.
Jesus.
Chilling. Got 80 million coming to him, something crazy like that.
I tell
And
you,
don't got to
I
work.
tell you how much money the owners are making. Man.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, just here, take it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I believe, and
Don't you
I
wanna
still
be a head
believe
coach,
he's a
man?
good
Nah,
coach.
GM, be a head coach.
I
man.
would-
If you gonna give me 80
Wanna be
million to
GM,
sit on
they
my
don't make that
behind,
kind of money.
I'll sit on
I
my
don't need that
behind. I
type
ain't got to
of-
worry about.
GM
I don't
probably
need
with
that
the head
I
headache.
don't need that.
I don't need it.
Okay.
Let me just
Yo,
call
Yo,
the
it's-
shots.
Greg, is Elton Brand still with Philly? Is he
Yes.
still? What is he? What is he titled?
He was
now?
the president, no?
He was, I don't know.
He
He's
was
still
the
with them.
GM
I just
until he got
saw
Morgan.
something on the
Oh, I
internet about him.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, but I think he falls under
Morgan. Yeah,
right
when he
Now,
came in,
Maury's the GM of the president.
he's the G.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. GM or president.
Greg
of
oughta
basketball
know.
operation?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Uh oh.
Look up your team, man.
I think he's up. I think he's the president. Morgan.
Stat guy.
Do your job.
Huh?
Stat
Don't
guy.
worry about it. I'm on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
76 is for Rockets.
Hey, yo, you
Thank you, Google.
He
You
got
slacking.
extension. He
You
got another
slacking, man.
Thank you,
extension.
Double G.
He got another extension.
Double G.
Talk about.
Thank you, G Dub.
Yeah. Don't forget my chain. That's all I'm telling you.
Double G.
I got
my
you front row
I
seats
want my
next to
seat
Mr.
and the
Whammy.
chain.
Kid.
That's right.
You'll be right
No, I
next to
don't want to
Mr.
sit next to
Whammy.
him. No, I don't want to sit next to him.
Yeah, we
Yo,
we was having conversations about moving your chair over there.
I'm gonna tell you who
We already extended your probation.
Yeah, I know.
Huh?
Thanks a lot.
Elton Brand is the GM.
Right. And what's going
Daryl
on?
Morey's the
I
president.
thought so.
Mm.
Yeah, we still there.
I thought so.
Yep, he's the GM.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting tonight.
Some teams it may be exciting for other teams it may not
The
be.
Knicks. You're gonna be excited. Oh, let's be rocking tonight.
Yep.
It's gonna be rocking.
Yeah, they need this game. They need to lock it up.
Yeah,
they need to make it
they
3-1.
better win today. It'd be a problem.
They don't make it 3-1.
It's just like the last game. It's hard to watch a game. You know, you and Madison Square Garden, that crowd ain't jumping, ain't loud. It is, you know, you get blown out again and it makes the crowd quiet.
Right.
It's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard. You can't
Well-
keep falling behind by no 20 points, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't keep doing that. Can't keep doing that. Yeah, it's too
Yeah, they
much.
burn up
Too
their all
much.
their energy.
And that's why I said Tibbs when Boston up, he bring in Robinson, they hack a Shaq. Robinson missed 2 free throws. They come out hit a 3. They foul him again. They come out hit a 3.
Right.
I mean, take Robinson out of there.
It's like a tournament.
Put you in there.
I don't
Put a
know.
hack a Shaq now.
I don't know what he be thinking, man. I'll tell you.
And, but they,
Somebody on the outside.
Pritchard was
He-
lights out.
He loves that kid Robinson for some reason. He loves that kid
Somebody
Robinson.
got to step on his feet. Somebody hire him.
Something,
That's how
yeah.
it look.
so
'Cause
if they keep Tibbs, say they blow 4 straight, which I highly don't believe. I believe they're gonna wind up winning tonight because I think that they're just gonna be lucky and bring a game where they play decent. We yet to see them play decent. So
Yeah.
they play a decent game, they win at home. Is that like hitting the lottery, y'all? What's the deal?
We just listen.
I'm
The
just
drum roll going.
I'm just saying. So I'm saying. So now you go back to Boston, you come back to New York, Game 6. We gotta close them out in Game 6 because we can't go to Game 7 with them.
Right.
you don't
Alright.
want to do that, man.
Now, if all the madness dictate that the Knicks could win, I mean, I know it's just a lot of New York madness, but depending on people say that. Most people say that the majority of Boston, and I couldn't really find nobody else after we was trying to go player for player. So I'm glad that died down, really, because it's really just Towns and
That's a
Brunson.
wash to me. Those two, like, it's an even. That's
cancel
even.
each other out.
Yeah.
Well, I think those are the two superior players on the Knicks team. And then, like, you know, Bridges is hot and cold. Obi he only had 2 points the last time. He's hot and cold. Hart is a good energy player, like you said before. And
Hart don't shoot enough for me. He defers a lot.
That's
He defers a lot.
backing off.
Yeah, he defers a lot.
they probably jam to shoot. And, you know,
I like him when he's on the run going to the hole. He scores like
in
that.
transition.
Yeah,
Right?
he scores like that.
He plays better when people are out and he's forced to take it over.
Another key factor. What's his name? Tatum. He likes coming around and picks. So whoever is setting a pick on OG, they got to fight off that pick and don't give Tatum an open shot. Because you can have Robinson out there. Robinson can't come out on Tatum.
He gonna go right by him. He gonna go right by him.
They got to force Tatum to try to.
Well, I mean, they say when Robinson covers him, Tatum don't really want to drive.
Right, Tatum
You
don't wanna
know,
drive.
so but they pull up and take
Put
threes.
that
So
body on him.
I mean, it's slippery, but
To me, that's when you should drive because now you got the big man outside of the paint and you could go to the hoop. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
He don't want to because I think he's
Hand.
Oh, the hand.
Yeah, he's trying to protect. You can't take that pain like some of the other cats.
They doing the time.
Like they do Town still go in there and take it. But no,
well, Towns, I don't really think Towns embraced the contact really neither. Like Julius Randle to me was more of a bang.
He's a beast. Yeah.
He banged.
But he used to over.
Yeah.
Then
He would.
But you know what's funny about that? You watch him play now. He's not doing that now with Minnesota. He's giving up the ball. He's not pounding. Yeah. He's not pounding that ball like he did when he was on the Knicks. He's not doing that now. He's playing very well too. He's having a great playoff series.
Yes.
He's having a great playoff series.
I think they figured him out with that same old
Mhm.
trying to back this one down.
That's going to
Somebody
be
come around and
interesting because I think OKC matching up against them, they might have a problem.
Yeah, that should be a good series.
Yeah, it would be.
It really should be.
It would be. It
So
would be.
it's like fine tuning what is what.
Mm.
So again, I just want to say, well, we're 6:21, so we got like 9 minutes left. So I want to say again, the day before Memorial Day, which is the Sunday, May 25th, we're going to be here in studio with the rest of the people at Bars and Hoops radio station, and we're going to have a cookout in the parking lot, and it'll be from 1 to 9. So all that's interested want to come out and support. First stop to the next stop, please come out. We're going to announce it. We're going to hit people up on the text. We're going to have free food, free drinks, and you could bring something contributory. Have music in the parking lot. And that's
That always works.
That's the part to get people to come out and thank y'all for supporting us as you watch, listen, and learn and hear some things. Some things we know about, some things we don't know about. Or what's that word you use, Todd?
You know my word. Don't be delusional.
Come out and share some of your delusion with us on the 25th. All right, so again, we'll talk about it next week. We'll hit people up, ask y'all to come on out. Hopefully, it's a nice day. In the event of rain, we'll be back that Monday. So it'll be all the shows at Bars and Hoops on that Sunday, and it'll be from 1 to 9. All right. So if you're not doing nothing, come share your Memorial Day holiday with us. All right. From the first stop to the next stop. Tell a friend, tell a foe, bring something to drink or something. Appreciate y'all. Anyway, so in closing, because we got a few minutes left.
We ain't talking about no football today.
G-Man.
So you're a Giant fan? So all right, let's get it right.
It's a mixed bag.
They up there.
It's a mixed
So
bag.
let's get it right. You're Yankee fan?
They got the green in the back over there.
Yeah,
right in the corner.
Yeah.
So you're Yankee fan, the Knicks fan, and the Giant fan.
But 1 out of 3.
Yeah, 2 out of 3. Right.
I'm gonna give you a break because you got the right hat on. But the other two teams you root for, I'm sorry.
There'd be so much hate going on.
Yeah, brother.
That's all
Brother
right.
Serge in the corner there.
I do like that hat.
I'm not a big Giant fan, and I'm not definitely a Knicks fan. And the Mets, they right at the top of the hate list.
And neither one of them teams did nothing to him.
Don't matter. They wear blue and orange.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah.
it takes.
Right.
That's all it takes.
Let's go,
Y'all
Knicks.
still waiting on Aaron Rodgers?
I don't know what they doing right now.
Oh,
But I'm gonna say this.
Oh,
Here
what
we
you
go.
gonna say?
Who's shaking the table? Oh,
That's me. Sorry.
I thought we was
I
having
know.
an earthquake.
I know that people don't like the pick with Will Howard, but the Steelers is liking him already because the first day after he got drafted, he called him up and want to see video. He wants to see the playbook and everything. So they already love
So that
his
means
work
that
ethic.
means he's gonna be good, right?
They love his work ethic.
That's not what I
that
said.
mean-
They don't have a
That
choice
means he
to
got to
love
learn
it.
how to play.
They don't have a
gotta watch
choice because
video.
they drafted him.
Right.
They don't got a choice. They stuck with him.
It don't matter. That's a plus right there. For
You
in
think
their
so?
eyes.
You
In
can
their-
read-
yes.
You think
You
so?
can
Yes.
memorize the whole playbook. That don't mean
Look.
you can play.
Look, I
only
always
two
bring
players.
up this Allen Iverson situation where him and Kobe, they finished the game. They went out. Kobe asked Iverson what he's going to do. He said, "Yo, I'm about to go to this club, blah, blah, blah." He said, "What you going to do?" Kobe said, "I'm going to the gym."
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, work ethic is that. You ain't got to be the talented. You just got to work. If you work hard, he can be who y'all think he can't be. So I'm gonna wait it out right now. I don't know what he is.
You ain't got no choice.
All I know is he's 6'5" like Ben.
And what that mean?
It might mean something.
I mean, one and done. Like,
might mean something. I don't know.
Look, you see this hat I got on, right? He was the quarterback for this team.
Right.
And he was horrible.
Right.
They won in spite
I
of
know
him.
he struggled against Michigan.
They
too.
won in spite of him.
I know he struggled
In spite of him.
I know he struggled against Michigan too. I remember that game.
Okay.
But look, I gotta wait it out.
Yeah, you ain't got no choice. I get it. He drafted him. You ain't got no choice.
Yeah,
I gotta
actually,
support him.
that's the bottom
Mason.
line.
Yeah, you ain't got
Just
no
say
choice.
that. Mason Rudolph.
Right.
I'll support him too.
I know you will.
Yeah,
You ain't
that's
got no
who there.
choice. You got no choice.
That's who's there.
You got no choice.
Listen, that's who's
But
there.
you know the thing out now is that they think about tanking, right?
Who? Us to
The
get
Steelers,
to get
yeah,
the
to get a top
Arch
pick,
Manning?
yeah.
Arch
Archie
Manning.
Manning.
Yeah.
That's
Listen,
the
if they
thing
do
that's
that-
on the internet that they're gonna tank.
Let's see what
It's
happens.
gonna be his first losing season.
My issue is not.
Yeah,
y'all
they
already
don't care
know what
about
my
that.
issue is.
They
It ain't
need
the
a
team.
quarterback.
It's the
It's
decision.
Tomlin.
It's Tomlin's decisions in crucial moments. That's the issue. That's always going to be the issue with me.
all right, I think your time is up, so you're delusional. All right, so I mean, we need to wrap this up. All right, so
No, Tom brought him up.
All right, so
Tom brought up the Steelers.
well, it's time to wrap it up, y'all.
We couldn't
'cause
leave here without laughing
I
at
guess
you.
our time is running down, so I want to thank y'all for coming in. Anything y'all want to share with us? Anything else?
Great program.
Appreciate you, man. When you come back or you go home, you can check us out. And
Yeah, we got
yeah.
the app. It's free. You listen to us on
There
the
you
app.
go, free.
Yeah. See, D?
There's that free
D.
again.
That's for you, D.
$3.99.
Especially listen to it if I got to make an apology. You better listen to it.
You know he will.
Just tune in when he come in here walking barefooted next week. All right.
I should be right there in the corner, Jericho.
Waiting for me.
All right, Tom, let's wrap it up, man.
Once again, it was good to be here today. We had a great time with everybody. We love. Thanks for the guests for coming and sitting down with us to see what we do, and always the people that call in, the people that watch us and comment. We appreciate you guys.
The relic.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Once again, happy Mother's Day to everyone, and see you next week.
Peace. All right.
Yeah, thanks to all the listeners. We really truly appreciate y'all listening, and we thank you for your sponsorship and everything that y'all do for us. Love you guys. Have a great week.
Oh,
Coach, shout out to everybody that took the time to listen to us. Thanks for y'all for coming and sitting down with us, enjoying the 2 hours of just us just chatting all way. And
that's what we do.
Shout out to Rising Stars 4th grade team championship.
Oh, congratulations,
Thank
man!
you.
I meant
Thank
to
you.
put that in the chat. I forgot.
Take it away, Dave.
All right, thank y'all. So again, 25th is following Sunday. We're looking to do the cookout. Reach out to a lot of people, see who's gonna come out and celebrate with us at Bars and Hoops here. And again, let's go Knicks, and we see y'all next week. Shout out G Money in the building somewhere. Shout out to everybody here. Thank y'all, and we see y'all next week. Peace.
Do your thing, brother. Do your thing there.